How long has it been though?
I think it's been 6 weeks. I believe it's been 6 weeks, gentlemen.
Well, welcome back.
Wanna give me so side, but I'm like, don't try. I see the hisses and the disses when I go by, but see the misses on my wrists when I float by. Self-control and I can't tell you no lie. Trying to find
Episode 46?
you end up being so tired. I make my money
Yeah,
man
46.
without the coke
Damn.
pie. Living
I didn't even think about it. You
I
caught
know.
me off guard, bro.
I forgot about the intro. I was like, damn, I got to intro this.
Yeah.
the people give me daps and hugs, so
Turn me
it
up a
must
little bit
be
more.
love.
Let's start the breakdown one
And
more
I
time.
love the country grub. It feel good to hear people singing welcome back. And I ain't even selling the track, cause I'm that Harlem cat. The names have all changed since I've been around, but the game ain't the same since I left the house. You know you like that. You know you like that.
Welcome back. You know what it is when you hear the horns. Test the levels. Welcome back to another episode of Everything Under the Sky. I'm back with the boys. Back with
back.
the gentlemen. Wax is here.
I'm here.
Uriah's here.
Yep.
Lamb is here. Your host of your favorite weekly talk show. We've been gone for a minute, but we're back. We're back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Okay, Wax with the votes already.
I'm like, let me see if I still remember how to do this thing.
Feel like I'm in the studio.
All right, the boys been gone for a minute. You know, we took a little break, took a little winter break. I know y'all all been in school before. Took a little winter break. Took some time off, just enjoyed ourselves, and coming back with a new season though. Season 2, new vibes, same trap house. Episode 46, Everything Under the Sky. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm your host once again, Lamar. How you guys doing?
I'm good.
You guys excited to be back?
I'm cheesy. I'm ready.
Nah, yeah, I'm good too. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm excited for the upgrades we've made and the moves we're making, and yeah, like you said, like, subscribe, and we appreciate you all.
Definitely. Ditto all that.
It's a lot of stuff's happened since we've been in the trap. I feel like we're gonna try and keep it to our usual hour and a half, maybe 2. But for those of you who are new watching, what we usually do is get together every week. We always drop on Fridays, right? But we just try and give a quick weekly recap. But it's been a couple weeks. I think Uriah was saying about 6 weeks since we actually recorded our show. So where do you guys want to start? What has been making the most noise since we've been gone? Or should we get started?
Well, something that's fresh on my mind. I don't know if we want to start here, but let's do it. Joe Biden is funding giving out crack pipes.
That's a crazy place to start.
That is
I
the most
know.
crazy. We went all the way
But
there already.
I didn't want to go to sleep to that last night, but that's what happened. That shit was trending everywhere.
Yeah, did you have a chance to look more into it?
I didn't. So I was hoping that you guys would.
No, but I can speculate on it, and that's crazy. That is crazy.
I know, yeah. I mean, technically that is what's happening, but I guess it's kind of like a task force that's been here, and I guess by giving them healthy ways of using illegal narcotics, at least it's going to cut down on the deaths and the unsafe use is basically what they're saying. And a lot of people are like, well, mothers of children who have died from overdose or one thing or another, they're like, well, my kid just wanted to get high. They didn't want to die. So if they can at least, get these things right in the right steps, the idea is it's going to cut down on a lot of overdosing and stuff and overdosing is one of the main things that's killing people today. So
That makes more sense because when I first heard it, I'm like, are they promoting people to do this? Which is crazy. I mean, but that makes more sense. But that's still kind of wild. That headline that you read is a wild headline too.
No, yeah, exactly. I didn't have time. All I saw was, people posting that with their little 2 cents, and then someone was like, so Joe Biden has enough money to fund this, but you can't cancel my student loans?
Well, no, that's it. That's
a great
I
argument,
understand.
too.
Yeah, it's a $30 million task force. So it's like, all right, we have $30 million to do this. So we got $30 million to do a lot of stuff if that's what our main focus is. Joe promised us a lot of stuff.
Right.
And he's
I don't
sending
remember
30
that
mil.
being in the promise.
Yeah, I don't remember 30 million of our tax dollars.
Yeah, now you guys are all putting it in perspective now.
But the people are saying that usually when they give out these things, because like I said, this isn't the first time it's happened. And they say this doesn't like increase usage. It doesn't really increase. Like I guess the numbers happen to be there, so it's supposed to be something good. It's just like, okay, our use of funds right now should not be going to there. I heard you mention like a war earlier. Like if we have $30 million, there's a lot more stuff we could be doing right now.
Yeah, that's wild. Because just going back to the student loans, I feel that though. Like
He promised.
yeah, like now you're doing things that
Right.
wasn't even in the conversation.
Come on, Joe, cancel that. I need
That was-
off
that
my
was the
back.
main reason.
I need that off my back.
Exactly.
Why'd I go to school to pay for the rest of my life?
For real.
Education should be free.
That's facts. It's newly February. You guys got any Valentine's Day plans, huh?
Black History Month. Hold on, my bad. Shout out Black History Month.
Black
but,
Future Month.
But to answer your question,
Black Future Month.
what's that?
Kanye.
I was
We're
like,
not-
yeah,
we done with the history. He said we
Black
living in the past. We
Future
living in the
Month.
future.
Well,
It's Black Future Month.
okay, I feel it. Damn, politically correct is taking over our. But anyways,
nah, go there. I want to. Go there. What are you trying to say?
because I'm not over here just trying to shout out my black people, and then I'm like, I did say history though, huh? But I feel what Kanye's saying about.
I feel like
change
Kanye
it.
is the opposite of politically correct.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But I was saying that like, dang, I gotta watch how I say things because I wasn't even trying to shout out the history because obviously we don't want to shout out the history. Shout out to like our ancestors building the history for us to be where we are today.
Facts.
But
But the thing is, we always get caught up in the past. Like, we always think about the Harriet Tubmans and the Martin Luther Kings and the Malcolm X's. But like, all right, well, what are we doing today? We always live in the past. That was cool. They got us this far, but can we go farther?
And that's a good mindset to have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Keep progressing. But back to my first question.
yeah, but the
Ooh.
answer question,
Lover Dever Boys. Any Valentine's Day plans?
I honestly don't know what day Valentine's Day is. Like, I don't know if it's on a weekday or a weekend.
So is that a no?
So I don't know what I'm gonna be doing on Valentine's Day. But to answer your question in the indirect way, I do not have a Valentine. No.
I mean, if you watch this podcast, you know I already do. So yes, I do.
Lover Boy.
I mean, my girl and I will probably just go to a restaurant, eat some nice food, and I'm not trying to do nothing too crazy because we got this trip coming up. But yeah.
That's honestly the best when your girl gets it. She's like, yeah, I'm not trying to do too much. You're like, yes, get to just chill.
Exactly.
I seen a question on Twitter though, and they asked, if it's your girlfriend, do you have to ask her to be your Valentine?
I mean, I'm sure the girl would love that if you asked her every year. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but I feel like it's implied. Like I didn't ask her. Like it was just. But I bet you that'd be like a nice little gesture, and I'm sure she would really appreciate that if you
Right.
did like do that like a role play type
Right.
of thing.
It's funny that you asked that because I saw a video of this couple. They're like 80 or 90 years old. They're old.
I think I see
And
that.
this guy, he asked his wife to be his Valentine every year since they've been like
Oh,
since
brother.
day one. So it's like that's years.
Oh, brother.
So
But what do you think?
I mean, I've been there, done that.
So, but you gotta ask them every year.
Yeah.
Huh?
You gotta ask them every year. Like if you're with someone, are you gonna be asking them every year to be your Valentine?
I think it's a cute gesture to just like spark some little love there.
So you're gonna get your meat sucked tonight.
So if you don't ask her to be your girlfriend, are you assuming that somebody else, or if you don't ask her to be your Valentine, are you assuming that somebody else is gonna ask her to be her Valentine?
No, but
That's what I'm not understanding.
so I would just like if you've done it before, just keep doing it.
If you're my wife, you're 1,000% my Valentine. Why am I asking you to be my Valentine? And I see you every day.
I mean,
Nah, I get you, bro.
you do. I mean, it's an opportunity to show a love gesture.
Nah, man, I'm not doing that. You do it 1 year and then you gotta come with it like the next. That's the thing with Valentine's Day.
All right, what about birthdays?
You do it 1 year and then the next year you gotta always do one better. So that's why you gotta start like hella surface level and then build your way up. But no, I get it. It is a nice gesture. And I seen something I was like, man, girls are way cornier than dudes. Because all the girls under it were like, nah, you have to ask. You better ask. If you don't ask, blah, blah, blah. So literally all the girls were on the same side.
I would be curious to know how many men are actually asking their girlfriends to be their
Oh,
Valentine.
it has to be like
It's
20%.
like 1 out of 3, obviously.
You said been there, done that, but
Yeah,
you
I've
didn't.
done that. I'm not.
You didn't-
Obviously, I'm single now, so it's not like I could be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that this year. But
No, but
yeah, I've
the
done
question
that.
was when you have a girlfriend,
I've done that with my girlfriend.
do you do it every year?
I did it every year. Yeah.
So you're that guy.
He's that
exactly.
guy.
One
Okay.
out of 3.
Yeah. So why you trying to beat around the bush? I'm like, I've been there. No, like if you
I
do,
feel like that was very straightforward. I've been there and done that. Yes, I've done that. I'm that guy.
nah, you gotta own it.
Hold up.
You gotta
I feel
own
like
that.
that was an owning statement.
Actually, I got one question. When was the last time you guys had a Valentine or asked a woman to be your Valentine?
That time I'm speaking of, because that's after that it's like I don't know, man.
Like, has this been over 2 years?
Yes.
Okay.
It's definitely been since COVID, maybe like 19, 18.
Okay.
I appreciate a good Valentine's Day. I remember one good Valentine's Day I had Erykah Badu came and it was like a concert type deal. It's always dope when you can like do something that the dude actually likes to do too. So it's like, oh, this is a win-win rather than like, all right, I'm not taking you to the hotel and then coming with the flowers and the candles. Like I'll say that for your birthday, but Valentine's Day, I honestly kind of have a thing against Valentine's Day because for one, it's made up
Definitely made up.
by the whites to just give money. And then you know girls eat that up. So like I just hate when stuff is artificial. That's why I don't really like Christmas either, because like it kind of feels so fake. It feels so forced. Somebody asked about for your birthday. Of course, for the birthday, you make them feel special. But if that's really your girl and y'all are really rocking like that, then she knows like Valentine's Day is just a day. My man gonna make me feel good all the time. So that's why, honestly, I always see Valentine's as like, yeah, it's just another day.
It's a gimmick.
Super gimmicky.
It's very commercial. Bro, we had to like come up with certain themes and stuff at work. I'm sure you guys have to do it.
Or even at school. It starts in school.
Yeah,
Right,
no,
like
from a
day
young age.
one.
You getting those cards, handing out candy.
Hey, that shit was fun though.
It was.
No,
bro.
it was
But
it
look,
was
they-
nerve wracking.
They starting you
That
at a young
too,
age
though.
to do that.
It's like who's gonna be my Valentine, bro? Every single girl I gave a card to said, "Will you be my Valentine?" I asked every girl.
What was you getting back? Some yeses?
Bro, I was a little kid. I don't remember. I just remember saying like, "Why do I have to choose one?" Is that bad?
No, it just means you like polygamy, basically.
I want them all to be my friends. That was my
Dang.
thought. Like, I want all the girls to be my friend. I don't want just one friend. I want all the girls to be my friend.
Nah, yeah, definitely. I was definitely, maybe not all. I was very selective with mine, but I was definitely handing out more than one for sure.
Well, some classes I feel like you had to give it to the whole class, or you couldn't do it at all.
Oh yeah, actually I do
Right.
remember that.
But you always had to like make that little special note for the girl you
Exactly,
like. You had to give her
exactly.
the good card.
Exactly.
Maybe slide her like 2 pieces. Give her her card first. Like here.
And then you'd get all the different themes of cards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it was always cool for the candy for sure, and you get the cupcakes and whatnot.
Did you guys? What are those one little heart things and have little sayings? I didn't really like them. They were too chalky for me. I don't know what they're
Oh,
called.
like
Sweethearts.
yeah, the little.
Oh, yeah,
and they
yeah.
have the hearts on them.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
I didn't like
They're
it.
like hard marshmallows.
There was a Futurama
Yeah.
episode about that, about them things.
Speaking of Futurama, I could be wrong, but I believe they're coming out with another season. I believe it's on HBO Max, like one more season,
Like a final season.
something like that. I guess you could say that.
I didn't see that.
When's
I'll have to
the
look more
last
into it.
time they dropped something?
Psh, that's a good question. We'd have to Google that.
I used to watch Futurama all the time.
Yeah, Futurama's my show. Isn't it made by the same Simpsons people too?
I mean, it's very similar. I don't know.
Pretty sure.
It was September 4th, 2013, last aired episode.
Interesting. Well, that would be a nice little reboot.
No, yeah, Futurama was my stuff. But that's just crazy. It's crazy that we're seeing all these reboots.
Yeah.
That's a random little thing just because you brought up Futurama.
No, that's actually a great segue because have you guys heard of the Will Smith and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot that they're about to?
Wow, no,
I
I
just
didn't
saw
know
that
that.
before I left the house. I was like, I saw the
Really?
commercial for it.
The preview's been out for a while. Like when's it?
Like I
January 10th. And it comes out here soon. But it's like way more dramatic and like way more serious.
yeah, that's all I saw. I was like, damn, this is rated R, huh?
Bro,
Rated R version of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Carlton is like a stud.
Oh no.
Wait, he's gonna be in there too?
Well, it's like reenactments. That's
okay,
real
so
right
it's
there.
all
Oh,
different.
okay.
So it's like the same story, but all new actors.
Just
Uncle
like
Phil isn't fat.
And it enhanced a little bit.
Yeah, they got the
Okay.
Viv. I'll play it here soon.
Oh,
but
so it's like the multiverse.
That's what they're. That's what they're trying to do.
Bro, I be thinking about this all the time. Like, damn, what if it's like different people just living the same lives, but like different lives? If that
For
makes
real,
sense.
though.
Like they're living our lives. They're like another Jarrell's and Uriah's and Lamar doing
Wait.
the same podcast, but in different ways.
Yeah, so we have a multiverse.
Yeah.
No, we could go deep into all this stuff, bro. Like we can even get into this. Might be a Matrix. We don't even know what's going on,
Right. Like somebody's watching us from above and just
or we're just little energy balls for robots, and we just don't even know it.
Okay, you got my coworkers got to stop smoking before the
You're
show.
right. It's taking me to a world I don't know if we're ready for
Coworkers
right now.
got to stop smoking
I
before
was ready to
work.
follow you too.
Here, I'm about to
They
play
clearly haven't watched Matrix.
this. Yeah, I'm about to play this.
New Matrix about to come out too.
No, it did
It-
come
it's
out.
out.
Oh dang! I'll wait for it to come. Stream. Bro, where's Carlton at?
All right, I'm kind of over this, but y'all get the point. But yeah, it's hella dramatic. Like he still gets into a fight in Philly, but it's like a gunfight, and it's like way more real. Instead of like he gets twirled on somebody's head, move him with your auntie, and like there's none of that now. Now it's like, dang, the young boys gonna be they're trying to make people tap in. I seen on SNL though they spoofed it and they did an Urkel reenactment, and Urkel was from the hood. But they're like you said, that's such the easy way cop out. I'm just gonna remake something,
Yeah,
give money and remake it. That's so easy.
it's been being done since day one.
Well, and people are gonna watch it.
Especially if it's
Yeah.
a classic or if it's good.
One, they're already gonna watch it because it's connected to what they know. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
probably, I bet you anything, you're gonna have mixed views on it. There's gonna be some people that really love it, some people that probably hate it.
But that's what I was gonna ask. It's only a couple times that they've really been able to pull it off.
See, this is what I think. As long as it's got a good storyline, I feel like people are gonna like it because this is kind of the trend of how shows are right now.
Well, give me some examples. What do you guys think are good times where they remade movies that they've actually done it well or that they fucking failed? One I could think of recently, they did the live action of Lion King, and Disney goes crazy with the live actions. The Aladdin. There's an old movie, Dune they just redid, which is out for a lot of Oscars. We could break down the Oscars next week.
Well, so I know there's a ton of movies that have been remade that we just don't know.
Facts. Because some stuff you think is good, and they're like, "Oh, you don't remember that from?" I'm like, "No, I don't."
Bald heads will do that all the
Planet
time.
of the
yeah.
Apes.
Exactly.
That's a great reenactment.
Yeah, they've done. Yeah,
They've
exactly.
done that a couple of times.
They've done it. Yeah, a few times. That's crazy.
That's easy though. That's
Yeah,
that's
the
an easy
Hulk,
story.
Spider-Man.
One also, yeah, the Hulk, Spider-Man, even Captain America, like all the Marvel before they came out with I think it was Blade. All before that, like they weren't really like thought of as this powerhouse, like live action sort of monster like that.
Before Avengers,
yeah.
like as far as like the money powerhouse and number one.
I believe Blade though was the one that really kind of started putting him on the map.
Blade?
I believe so. Yeah,
The vampire?
yeah, that's Marvel.
Oh, wow.
They're coming out with one.
Yeah.
I think 2023. I believe we'd have to double check
So
that.
did you guys watch
I used to watch Blade all the time.
Hawkeye? Wait, in Eternals. I watched Eternals
Okay.
finally
I watched it again.
because it came on Disney. So Jon Snow. First of all, it was pissing me off. Jon Snow and his brother. And they have Cersei, a girl named Cersei. Like they're clearly making jokes. But Jon Snow's character, he's Black Knight. And there's an end credit scene at the end of the movie Eternals. He gets that sword and he's like grabbing out to it. And somebody's speaking to him in the background and he's like, "You don't want to do that," or something like that. And they say that's Mahershala Ali's voice, and he's who's going to play Blade. So they say that's Blade's introduction into
The universe, yeah.
the MCU.
Interesting. Dang, I'm hella hype right now.
Blade is fire though, and Eternals was pretty good. It was solid. They had a huge budget, so I could see why a lot of people are like, "Yeah, it kind of missed the mark," but it was a solid movie, and I think it was solid in progressing the story forward.
Do you think there's gonna be another one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. I think that's going to be kind of like the Avengers will be the Eternals.
Are they gonna come together eventually?
Maybe.
Because they were like talking about each other, like, where were you guys at when the Avengers were
I know, but
saving
then
the
they
world?
said they couldn't interfere with the
Right, because they believe that thing. Oh, but the thing's gonna come back and judge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he took him away though.
just her.
Just her? No, he didn't take the rest of them away.
Oh, maybe I don't remember.
I think he took them away, and then so they did all that for no reason. That's what I felt at the end. I was like, damn, they did all that just to be taken away.
Not
They
for no
saved
reason though.
they
That
saved
nigga
this
was about
planet.
they saved.
I mean,
the planet.
they saved them to not enjoy it though. I mean, I guess I don't know if you have to.
We were
enjoy it.
live. This nigga was about to take the whole planet. What do you mean? And then he's gonna judge and he's gonna prove them worthy, of course, because they're gonna make a number 2 and
And they're gonna come back to Earth.
facts.
Okay.
But they showed Thanos' brother. I wanted them to get more into Thanos, and they didn't until the
Right.
very, very, very end. That's
But
why
he's
I was like,
a
derivative,
a deviant.
a deviant.
Deviant. It's definitely a deviant. But I still stand. It's like it's an okay movie. It's not. I don't know. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. I guess what I wanted to know more about, like, I guess the Eternals as a whole. Like, I feel like if they had done a series with this one and gave you like more background story of everything, and I forget what the big dudes are called, man. It's like I'm drawing a blank. I know it starts with a C, but
Celestials,
there you
Celestials,
go. Celestials.
yeah.
Yep.
the big dudes.
Yeah.
I knew exactly.
But I wanted to know more about it than what they gave us.
No, for
and I
sure.
think that was like my biggest.
I think that's why they
letdown.
need to do a number 2 because there's still a lot of questions. Like, okay,
I mean, I feel like they didn't know how they wanted to approach it, so they just put it out, and then they were like gonna listen to the feedback, and they're like, all right, this is the direction we're gonna go. This is what the people want.
and with Marvel movies, rarely is the first one the best movie.
Right. I mean, if you're
Yeah,
planning on
you're
doing
right.
a number
Rare.
You're definitely
two,
right.
then yeah, most of the number ones aren't.
It's
really
like the
that
setup. So hopefully they give us
good.
more
Like
into it.
Doom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That shit,
you're right.
I still can't get into it. I'm gonna try.
I'm hoping they definitely give us more. I'm hoping they're gonna. Marvel always ties it together. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
But Dune, I fucks with Dune.
Dune was gold.
Yeah, I'm
fucks
gonna
with
watch it again. It was just too like I was expecting more action.
Yeah,
And
they
I
didn't
was-
they
so
didn't
I
get into
was-
anything.
right,
But
so-
it was like, damn, they set up everything.
Yo, while we're still here, can we talk about the Matrix? Because I know that was after.
Yeah, we never talked about it. I never seen it either because y'all all ruined it for me. I heard it wasn't that good.
Ah, damn.
The new one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it either.
Well, I'll just give my little 2 cents, and it was booty cheeks.
Okay.
So
I was like, I don't know how much further they could go, and I'm pretty sure they're writing new content,
I
which
know.
the original content was stolen from a black woman. Shout out future history. Shout out my black people. But yeah, so I didn't expect too much from it. I saw the previews actually when I went to go see Eternals for it, so I didn't know it came out.
I'm not gonna lie though, Trinity was looking good for being how old she is.
I'm gonna watch it. No, I still do. I want to watch all of them. I want to watch like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jada's in it, right?
Smith,
Yeah.
I don't know if it was actually her. I believe her character.
Jaden Smith,
No, Jada.
Jada Pinkett.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe.
No, because I saw on her Instagram or something, she was putting on makeup to make herself look really,
old.
really old.
Okay, then yeah, that was her. Yeah,
That was her?
Yeah, I was wondering because you never know nowadays with like technology and CGI. Like,
Right.
I don't know if you guys watched the Boba Fett at all, but like they've been doing a new Luke Skywalker, and this was hella old. So,
Huh.
but it looks like
Is
it.
it the same character? Or is
Like,
it
it's
a
Luke's-
CGI?
It's no like so they get a live action actor, and then they'll like correct the face to look more like Luke Skywalker, like the original Luke.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Boba Fett's on my list, but yeah, that's crazy.
They did just release the Oscar list. We'll get into that next week, but Dune was on there a lot. With the Oscars, there's always so many random movies, and I try and like go watch movies based off their list, but it's always like musicals and like Broadway and stuff. I don't really
Like
be
more
watching.
classical sort of stuff. Yeah.
And this year it seemed like a lot of that. We'll dive deeper into that. Zendaya had a few nominations, of course. Grantedly, we were talking about that Euphoria earlier. Since we're hearing shows and what we've been watching, that Euphoria is on fire right now.
That shit's crazy.
And I love the conversation they're bringing. Dare came out and kind of said they were against it.
And
And
they want to say they're promoting it.
right. And a lot of people have been speculating that Zendaya's character, Rue, is kind of promoting drug use, especially in that high school arena. But the fact that they're like, I don't know what high school that is, but my high school was not that popping. But I've also seen people saying at suburban, like rich white high schools, like, nah, they were living fast. So maybe I just can't relate.
I always heard Christian Valor here in
I'm thinking
Colorado.
of like a Highlands
Yeah.
Ranch. Like
Yeah.
they had money
No,
and they were
exactly.
partying
Yeah.
and freedom
But
cars.
I think it changed from what it used to be like Coke when we were in high school to more these pills now. Yeah. But I think like it's crazy. It's weird. Maybe
Do you
I don't
feel
know.
like the show promotes drug?
Yeah, so I was gonna say is I feel like here in America, I feel like people don't like to know the reality of stuff because I mean, regardless if like they think it's a little more extreme, but like these could be true realities for a lot of people.
for a lot of
maybe
people.
not so much the story and parties and different things like that, all the other stuff that they have to throw in there to be entertaining.
The sex.
Yeah, exactly, the sex or anything like that. But I'm sure these kids still are doing
Definitely
stuff like
having
that too.
sex,
So
for
yeah,
sure.
exactly. So I mean, it's a reality. It's just maybe a little over dramatic.
Right. And what I would say is just because you can't relate doesn't mean somebody can't relate.
True.
And I guarantee Zendaya is getting like letters and messages like, thank you for telling the story. You've helped me in this way and that way. And that's what Charlamagne was saying. He's like, Dare should be actually trying to team up with Euphoria because they're touching the culture in the ways that Dare wishes they could be doing in today's culture. Like they're actually having the conversation. So what Dare should really be doing is figuring out how to partner with Zendaya and Euphoria.
I agree. I mean, I think clearly it's doing something right. We're talking about it. People are talking about
Exactly.
it.
It's starting the conversation. That's
exactly.
that's the starter, most important part.
And I agree. I think the more awareness and education people have, the more they're going to understand what's going on in the real world. You know what I mean? I don't think we should put like say this isn't a reality because it is a reality. So we need to have these conversations.
I haven't watched it. I don't really have no much to say.
Well,
But
even-
no, I do agree that Dare should be on one of the episodes. That would be dope. To like
Yeah.
have an interaction with Dare, and then they could have that conversation on the show, and then the show could promote that and know that that is like. I haven't watched the show, so I don't see how it's just promoting drug use. I'm sure the other side is being shown too. Like it's not a good thing to do drugs. It's bad things are happening when you do drugs.
I mean,
or are good
It's
things
also a
happening.
developing show, so like it's not over.
oh yeah, we don't know how it's gonna end.
Right.
But I mean, I also think like, I mean, it's not too far off though, if I'm being honest. Like from what I remember kind of experiencing. Obviously, different times are different things, but like, yeah, it's a little over dramatic. But I feel like all the same characters, you could probably name some at your school.
Facts.
Exactly.
Honestly, it reminds me a little bit more of my freshman year of college and how kind of like the party aspect and how like that first episode was where people were just like moving around and fast and cups and this and that. But not only is Euphoria like starting a conversation, it's a fucking beautiful show. Like it's a great show. It's beautifully written. The actors are killing it. Zendaya's killing it. Like Euphoria is gonna be up for a lot of awards.
No, you said it's the Oscars, right?
Yeah,
Or
but
it's the Grammys, whatever. She should win because she should win something.
right,
She
and
needs
the
to be
Golden
recognized.
Globes I think does more TV shows, but I think because it's like so new, I think they might be running for next year rather than
Okay. Regardless, she is acting her ass off right now.
that last episode was wild.
Bro, and it felt real. Like I was stressed for everyone. Bro.
How did she got away? How did she get away? I thought for sure she was
Nah,
going to
that was
jail.
some bullshit. There's some questions you're gonna have in
And
any
the
show.
Chuck
like, how'd you-
Taylors, like,
Yeah.
come on,
No,
you
you
know
know her
how
feet was-
running
exactly.
2, 5, 6 cops, but
Oh, if she had the Chuck Taylors on, yeah, she got away.
and she was cramping the whole time.
She was hopping fences. Yeah, she's going
She-
through withdrawals.
She jumped in a cactus.
Oh, so she was on crack.
Same with the cops though.
She was
These
on
fools are-
crackhead
No,
mode.
she's on everything. She's on the heroin. That's how you know she's.
Yeah, bro. She
Wow.
just
Oh, yeah, you get
But-
superpowers on that. I heard.
put it in good context. I won't tell you the full story, but people go through things in life that change them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's people that go through
Definitely.
things, and I'm sure that's what really starts a lot of this stuff. You know what I mean? People don't know how to handle. Not all people. I mean, and maybe they don't have the right support. Handle situations that are like big
that's-
and heavy in
that's
their life.
big.
Yeah.
Support,
Yeah.
because they find their support in that.
Going back to the show though, I knew Rue was losing it when she snapped on the black dude, the older black dude, like the
For sure.
her OG dude.
She said, "What are you gonna do? Hit me?"
Exactly on the stairs. I'm like, oh, Rue, you wildin'. Not your OG. He said, if you ever talk to me like that again, I'm gonna let you know. Like we're done, son. I fuck with old dude.
Damn, she was exposing everyone this episode.
Bro.
Though. She didn't care.
Oh my God, Cassie, don't even get me started. We'll do a Euphoria deep dive later.
Yeah, once
got-
this fool wax
I'm
watches
gonna have to
it.
binge watch it.
You will for sure, and we'll
At
bring
least
some.
the audio.
We'll try to bring some women on.
I'll
talk
be
about
working
it.
a lot. I'll be pushing P.
What else y'all be watching though? I definitely been on The Power. The Power just ended, but not only did Tariq's show end, Tommy's show started.
Yeah.
So it's like he's keeping it moving.
Bro, that shit is crazy.
He's keeping it moving.
Because it just came out this weekend, right?
Bro,
Yeah.
I
The
haven't
season
even
finale
finished Power yet.
and
The new season premiere. That's
Exactly.
crazy. That's smart. That's so smart.
I haven't even finished Power Ghost.
And you talking about
Exactly, me neither.
multiverse? It's like all a part of the same universe, and it's
yeah,
it's
that's
dope
tight.
in this new Power Ghost with Tariq. It kind of correlates to the first like Power and whole like drug deal situation, and it's like okay, it's dope to see him tie it in and to see the writers really out there writing, like they working overtime. Power, I mean 50. I don't know how he did it, but he doing that thing, and I always wonder, you know, when they say like artists are rappers or actors or like executive producers, I'm like, how much influence are you really putting into this show? Drake is the executive producer for Euphoria.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and who are we? Oh, 50 Cent with Power. But I heard they're both really hands on. I heard Drake was what was I watching? I think it was Jules' character was talking about they were doing like table readings where they get the script kind of before they really acted all through and they just read through the script. And they were saying Drake was there, and that's when they do a lot of edits and like improv and add stuff in. And they were like, Drake was there for like 5 hours for like 3 days straight, like actually like dialed in,
Making executive decisions.
right? Like they say he's really hands on. And I know 50 be hands on because he always be talking about it. Whenever a show like messes up, he's like, see, that's why you need me there, because this would never happen. But I know 50 be like acting and stuff too. I'm like, how do they be having all this time?
I mean, yeah, I feel like 50 is invested in his shows a
Has
lot.
to be.
Like, he's obviously done. I mean, music doesn't really take much time. You could go to the studio. You could have a studio with you. Studios are mobile nowadays. So,
Like to rap.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So music's not a big deal. Like, what else does
Or
he
the
got going?
podcast.
He got his liquor, but that sells itself. What else? So I feel like all his time is invested in these shows, and it shows.
Yeah.
No pun
Well,
intended.
And I also think you were saying, like, how does he have time? I think when you get more up and you become a leader in things, you put trust in the people. You have to. You know what I mean? So,
And he ain't married.
Nah, he got a girl though, and she fine. But and 50 is so invested. Like once he has a vision, he has a vision. And I love how, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but like, say for instance, the Tommy show is kind of based in Chicago. So he like went and linked up with some Chicago artists for the intro. He got like a lot of Chicago music playing throughout the background. He has some like Chicago actors in it. Like
That's tight.
he really like puts on and influences for that region. And for Big Meech BMF show, he put all of his coins into Big Meech's son actually portraying his dad. Like Lil Meech wasn't an actor. He was still in the streets doing his own thing. And 50 was like, nah, man, like
Yeah.
you
Took
got
him
an
off the
opportunity.
streets.
Yeah, I'm going to pay for your acting classes. It's going to take 3 years, 4 years maybe. But like, I'm going to clean you up. You're going to go get your teeth done. And he really like influences, and once he has a vision and it's set, he goes all in. So 50, if you ever stumble across my path, just know I'll quit my job and work for you in an instant. That's facts.
Yeah, shout out 50. Big mogul.
What else you guys been watching? Anything worth mentioning?
Ozarks.
Woo!
That shit's crazy.
Okay, shout out Netflix.
Have you watched it at all, Dro?
I just know that's one of their biggest shows.
Is Ozark top 5?
It's up there, bro. I think it's definitely top 10 in my books for sure. Top 5, it's getting close there for sure.
Easily top 10, but I
Yeah.
think Ozark might be scraping that top 5, man. Like,
You watched it all?
yeah, consistency, acting, character development, the violence, and like, I love some gruesome stuff. The actions there, like they have everything.
And they have the surprise factor too. Like
I think Ozark
yeah.
they might be like 4 or 5, but Ozark might have to be in that top 5 discussion. I think they might be a little underrated.
I would agree with you because not too many people talk about it, and I think that is a great show. Like the storyline is
Give them
crazy,
respect.
the ups and downs.
Marty Bird,
Marty Bird, man, he's
what's her name? Ruth.
Ruth.
Why the fuck not Marty? I hate the way she says Marty.
Nah, the trend going around now is the last part where she's like, "You're gonna have to fucking kill
Oh,
me,"
yeah.
like she go going crazy, bro.
Well, you said you wouldn't kill Wyatt. Darlene. Yes, never mind. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, I was like,
But
"Dumb." You were about to give some spoiler.
Yeah,
You
I
got to
was
give some.
definitely-
Hey, spoiler alert! If we spoil
Yeah,
anything,
we'll
Spoiler
wait.
alert.
We'll wait till they drop part 2. But have you heard anything about them dropping part 2? And do you know when they're dropping or how long it's gonna be or anything?
nah, I don't. But I hope it's not long. Because why would you like phrase it like that? You might as well just say it's a
Right.
new season. You know what I mean? If you're not gonna drop it pretty
Right,
close.
and that's kind of why I think it's only gonna be like 3 episodes. I don't think they're gonna give us like another 7-pack. I think they're just gonna finish this
I
off with
hope
10.
it's 4.
I think they're just gonna finish it off with 10. I don't know how many episodes are in the previous seasons, but if they're 10, I think they're just gonna finish this off with 10. They kind of they dropped us off on a climax, pause, and they like they don't really have too much else to go. But this is the last season of Ozark.
It is.
So that makes me wonder there might be a little bit more than 3 episodes.
And you want to know what I love about it being the last season? I've come to find out with shows, if you drag it out too long, it could end up ruining the show. Sometimes you just got to give it an ending. You know what I mean?
Is this the 4th season?
Yes.
Or 5th? Yeah. 4, 5 usually be about the right, perfect timing.
For sure. Once you start getting to those 8s and above, that's where, except for Game of Thrones, they had too much content to just do that to us.
It's still too much. They just couldn't pay all them actors.
Yeah, they got
Right.
big fast.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of cool though to like for shows that do got like 10+ seasons. If they started out like young and then you like see them grow up and stuff.
Power.
Like, yeah,
If-
Power.
Look at the first episode of Power and look at Tariq. Like he's a
Yeah,
baby.
That's crazy.
Definitely.
And now he's smashing. He in college. Like,
Even in Ozark's the son, this fool looks like
yeah. They tried to bring
high
him
school now.
they tried to bring him back in this new season, like, and continue like where they left off. But you could tell he was like way more masculine. He had the jawline.
Yeah, for
He
real.
started getting like the shoulders. I'm like, come on. This nigga definitely aged about 2 years.
He was about to beat up Darlene or something. I don't know.
He put the hammer on Brazil or the Amazon chick.
Oh yeah.
Got him on camera.
Spoiler alert.
What about the movies? There's that movie Moonfall that just came out.
I want to watch it.
I really want. I was supposed to go see it last weekend, but I wasn't able to. And I've been saying this, but I really think we should get like super duper 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 up there and just go see that Jackass movie because I've been hearing it's pretty funny.
I'm down.
I definitely want to watch the Jackass for sure.
I'm definitely trying to get up
Even if
there.
it's like on a random like weekday, like at night, I'm so down.
Yeah,
Maybe take
I'm
a couple
trying to-
edibles
I'm trying
and
to
just
get all the way up there.
yeah, just take and just like go crazy.
I'm definitely down. I love Jackass.
I just want to laugh like hysterically
Exactly.
one night.
I just hope it's like, will it be the same?
And we gotta find out.
Man, I hope
it's
so.
it's
bro.
not gonna be like as like
Extreme.
right. It can't
Because
be.
they're not off the
old.
drugs. Yeah, they're not off the
exactly.
drugs. Nah, they used to be
they're-
off the
They're
shit.
matured. Yeah.
Yo, Steve-O and Knoxville and like they used to be faded.
shit.
This
bro.
fool Knoxville has all gray
24/7.
hair. That's wild.
But they still be doing the stunts and they still be like having that surprise.
They'll still be doing some
factor.
dumb shit.
And did you ever
Yeah.
watch like Bad Grandpa or anything like that? Like,
Yeah.
just how like it's kind of like the undercover,
Yeah.
but like there's still the cameras on them. I love stuff like that, and they're just like
See the
acting out.
live reaction of
Yeah,
people.
that used to be one of my favorite segments in Jackass when the dude, Party Boy, I forgot what his
Bust
name was.
out.
Yeah. he used to go to the random stores and turn the
Wasn't
music
like
on.
Bammer something.
Yeah, he's like, I like this song. Makes me
just
feel like
turned it up.
dancing. Dun, dun, and they're like, sir, you can't do that. They used to kick him out the stores.
And you just be skipping.
Yeah,
And then the
bro.
little midget would come chase him.
Bro, they have the funniest
Oh
segments.
man.
Gotta get in there to see that. And just support. Like, I feel like they done enough to earn my support for sure.
I may be wrong, but I feel like they're adding like more newer faces as well.
Just like as far as like
Seen Machine Gun
celebrities.
Kelly in one.
Yeah, as far as like celebrities and like well known figures.
Oh, okay.
I know Tyler makes an appearance.
Oh, you mean
Okay.
like to their crew though, like more crazy people?
Maybe that's what I was thinking. I just saw the
Jasper
people.
from Odd Future. I know he's been hanging out with them
See,
a lot more.
I did see all them with like on the premiere. Maybe they're like there, so maybe that's why I thought. thought
Yeah,
that.
Tyler said go see it. Jasper's in it. And he was like, I make a quick appearance. So I know they mess with Jasper. Super Bowl's this weekend.
I'm excited.
The 49ers were like an interception away from being right there.
I know he has to be so sad, bro. It was right there.
The
It was like
49ers were.
given to you.
But honestly, the NFL would have been pissed if it would have been Cincinnati Bengals versus
And
the
the
San
49ers.
Fran. Yeah, that
Right.
one. That one had the same zip.
I mean, even still, would you guys have ever expected it to be this matchup?
Not
Yes.
Cincy. I didn't
Def-
expect Cincy to go
Not
this
yet.
far.
Not Cincy.
For sure,
but
I agree with that.
The Rams, yeah.
Yeah, the Rams definitely had a lot of potential to get there for sure.
But Cincy deserved it because they beat Tennessee, and I thought Tennessee were
No,
them
they beat
boys.
all the top teams.
Bro, they beat whoever they needed to beat, bro. That shit was crazy.
Who they beat the second game?
Kansas City.
And Joe Burrow was putting
No,
up
that was this
numbers.
past game.
Oh,
They played 3 games, right?
oh yeah, you're right.
It was
they did.
Tennessee.
No, Tennessee wasn't the first one because they were number one. Who was the
Oh
first?
yeah,
team?
you're right.
Damn,
Tennessee was second, but they deserve it.
Damn, what am I drawing up? Oh, Raiders. No, wait, that was Chargers.
No, might have been the
Chargers?
Raiders,
No,
it was the Raiders.
It
Yeah,
was the Raiders. Yeah,
Raiders.
you're right.
Chargers, Raiders, and then they played the Raiders.
which was a great game.
Yep, and then they played Tennessee.
Which was a great game. Derrick Henry came back. People was hyping
Bro.
Henry, and they went through him, and then they beat Kansas City. So it's
That's
like
crazy.
they deserve to
once
be
they
here.
beat Kansas City, yeah.
They're definitely the Cinderella team. People were like, San Francisco's the Cinderella team, but I think the Bengals were more of the Cinderella team than the 49ers.
You wanna know why? It's because you got a glass, so
Yeah.
that shit's sweating.
The 49ers,
But definitely because
the 49ers were just there with Garoppolo. We're just in the Super Bowl.
right, which I could have saw the 49ers going just because they're already a Super Bowl team. You know, they got that
Super Bowl coach.
spirit still lingering around.
They got the Bosa. They're built.
The Bosa.
They're built for
They got the Bosa, the
Bruh.
Kettle,
the Kittle,
Bro,
the Juszczyk,
George Kettle's jersey.
and the Debo.
I was gonna say that should be the first one. Debo.
And the Debo.
Yeah,
He
this
was
fool,
saving them.
He's earning his next paycheck.
He was hurt, and he saved. He almost won them the game.
Well, my
And
barber
he
said
saved
he single handedly beat the Cowboys
For sure.
Single-handedly.
For sure. They could
And
not
he was
stop him.
Talking about hurt. That game, he looked hurt. I was like, damn. He came back in next play, got
First
the first
down.
down, game over. Like, what? And he was hype celebrating.
Like y'all really just can't stop this boy,
I
huh?
was like, damn, his adrenaline is going right now.
Yeah, he was crying after the last game. I was like, damn, he
Bad, bro. He
hurts.
played his heart out.
He
You talking about a
deserved.
player playing his heart out and
Nah.
seeing it since, bro, all season, bro. Like, I
think-
had him on my fantasy team, so I was watching a little harder.
exactly.
But
But I think
Boy.
he definitely was the biggest. He had the biggest jump from like regular to superstar. Like I think Debo definitely solidified himself as a superstar.
yeah,
Definitely.
But then there's also Jamar Chase, who
Balling.
is a rookie, and of course he was a top 6 pick.
yeah, he met expectations
But like
and
sheesh.
beyond. Him and Joe Burrow, that connection.
Sheesh.
He's got
We were
100
hyped
yards in
about
every
the
playoff game.
We were hyped about the college connections during the draft. We were pretty hyped about that one and the Waddle one, but that one was pretty mediocre. But the Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, bro, did they
And-
show up?
And the
Breaking
Jalen Hurts and Devontae
records.
Smith.
Oh, yeah, that
there was
one
a,
too.
yeah, there was a few.
That one was pretty mediocre. He's so small, bro. That's so weird. He got that little robot arm now.
He do, but then he got the long arms though. He's
Right,
weird. I like
he'll
Devontae
make
though.
the big plays.
Nah, Devontae gonna be solid.
He like a Nah, I don't want to compare him to him. I was gonna say Deshaun Jackson
Yeah, but just like a little bit more like
with longer arms.
yeah,
Not
a
as
little bit
fast.
more
I don't know.
possession.
I don't know how fast he is.
not as fast as Deshaun, but
Yeah.
what are our predictions for the Super Bowl? Who do we got? Rams versus Cincinnati Bengals. For those who don't know, give me your winner and give me your score.
Bro, I'm going with defense, so I'm rolling with the Rams. It's hard.
Give me
It's
your
hard-
score.
It's hard to score against defense. Score?
Final score, yeah, of the Super Bowl.
I'm gonna go 28-17 Rams.
I'm gonna go with the Rams too. I think it's definitely a combination of. I mean, they're just. I think just a better overall team. Personally, I think the Bengals have kind of been like a Cinderella story. They've definitely been on a hot streak. But I think on both sides of the ball, the Rams are pretty bar to none. You know what I mean? They have a great wide receiving core. They got
From top to bottom, they are like built. they
For
have
sure.
the perfect team
Bro, they had the best defensive player in the league. Then they got
for the past
best
5 years.
Then they got the best defensive player in the league, arguably because they're top two.
Right.
oh yeah,
Von Miller.
yeah.
And then they got the best defensive back in the league,
There you
Jalen
go.
Ramsey.
I was,
Bro,
I forgot about
exactly.
Von Miller. I was thinking about
Ramsey,
Jalen
bro.
Ramsey,
the whole
yeah.
time, yeah.
Their defense is crazy.
And then they
bro.
just signed Eric Weddle off of retirement.
and he's been playing well for them.
Yeah, the safety.
Yeah.
I think when they got Odell.
Exactly.
Yep, and
So
they
Cam
already
Akers
had
came
Cup.
back.
Yeah, I think they just have like the perfect setup. And it's in LA.
And let's be honest, Stafford's always been a great
Yeah,
quarterback.
Facts.
He just
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
in
he
the right
always puts up
situation.
numbers, right? His defense just never would come through. The defense, Detroit's defense, I don't know when's the last time they had a defense.
Ah,
For
yeah, I
sure.
don't
All
know.
those first round draft picks.
But to give you my score, I think it's gonna be 24-17.
Okay. I think I'm definitely going to take the Rams. What's crazy is the Bengals are complete too. And the Bengals were rebuilding and they've been doing a perfect rebuild. I just think they're like a year early. Like they didn't know they
agree.
weren't planning to go this far this year. They were like, let's go get Jamar. Let's build this offense and then let's go get some
And Cool Joe.
exactly. Let's go get some defense and some linemen and try and do it for the future. But they're here, and that defense is solid from all levels. Their line, their secondary solid, and their offense is complete. So I'm hoping it's at least a good game. The past few Super Bowls have been slow and boring, so I'm hoping it's offensive. I'm hoping to see some touchdowns. I want to see Jamar hit that gritty at least once. You know Odell gonna give him the gritty too if he score.
Think so?
Oh yeah, for sure. He gave him to him in the regular season. But I'm going to go 31-27 Rams. I think it's going to be close.
Okay.
And I think
I like that.
Burrow's going to have it last possession, and the defense is going to get a turnover and game over.
Okay. Strip sack, Von Miller.
Nah, maybe. Or like a pick. I think he's going to get hurried and then throw a pick.
Is it going to be
Super
a good
Bowl,
one?
Von Miller is showing up. Watch.
Oh, yeah.
He's hype. Watch.
Bro.
Bro, when he played on the
All for
Broncos,
one
bro,
game. You just got to go hard for one
he
game.
literally destroyed Cam Newton, bro.
I just
I've never seen his career hasn't been the same since
you
Cam
right.
Newton's.
Right. He's been hurt a lot though, and then got older.
Yeah, his spirit was hurt.
Nah,
Did you
but
see the interview after?
Yeah.
It was mad.
he left because he could hear them celebrating.
Yeah.
What I would say though is I just hope it lives up to expectation because these playoffs have been some of the best playoff games I've watched.
That's why I think this is going to be a good game. I just want
AFC
it to be touchdowns, though. Don't be slow. Give us some touchdowns.
Yeah, the AFC is lit.
Shit, the
wanna say
NFC
that.
too.
They
But
are,
if Aaron Rodgers goes to that AFC West, it's gonna be crazy.
the AFC is lit.
crazy.
Aaron Rodgers staying with the Green Bay.
Should we show some love to Tom Brady? He officially retired after 22 years.
Yeah,
He
It's like-
said,
Should we give him some love?
he's definitely the GOAT. Hands down. We can officially say it.
It says Tom Brady's 22-year career, 7 Super Bowls, 5-time Super Bowl MVP, 3-time NFL MVP, and he might win it this year. 15-time Pro Bowl selections, 6-time All-Pro. He's NFL's all-time passing touchdown leader with 624. He's NFL's all-time passing yard leader with 85,520 yards. And he also has the most career wins with 243. Shout out to Tom Brady, a.k.a. the GOAT.
The GOAT.
the GOAT. The real question is will anyone ever surpass some of these records that he has right here? I mean, well, for sure the 7 Super Bowls, the all-time leading passing TD leader,
Bro,
the yards.
Them
Nope.
7 Super
Nope.
Bowls are going to be tough. But
The first one's going to be tough. 22-year career.
Exactly.
well, that don't got a star, but no, that's going to be the biggest thing is the longevity. Because
Yeah, bro. Like,
think
that
I
in
think-
itself is an
honestly,
accomplishment.
there's people who can do it, especially with this extra game and especially with the NFL being so pass heavy. There's people on pace. It's like Steph Curry. Like so many people shoot so many more threes. Steph, Clay, Dame, James Harden, they're all going to be like top 4 in most 3-pointers made.
Yeah, so the bottom 3 are achievable, but the other ones are tough, though.
The 7 Super Bowls for sure.
Yeah.
7 Super Bowls, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, 3-time NFL MVP. That's
I don't know if that's number
if you
1.
could ball out.
Yeah, I don't know if he's number 1 at that.
Right. Like 3, that's achievable.
Right.
Yeah, and
16-time Pro Bowl, that's achievable.
I think it kind of is because I agree to
6-time
your
All-Pro,
point.
that's achievable.
I think to your point,
People throwing 50 like it's nothing now.
well, and the game's set up to protect quarterbacks.
All right.
So they could definitely pass more. And it's set up to protect
Well, and
the receivers, too.
They may be
So-
able to have a 22-year career. Who knows?
Because they're so
Yeah.
protected. And Tom
True.
is dope because he came from that era where it was like slower and defense, and he would really pass for 150 and a touchdown and an interception, and Vinatieri kicked that football for the win.
True.
14-17.
He definitely had a lot of defense.
But then he came back with the Tampa Bay, and He put up like 40, 48 touchdowns last year, and he showed he can sling that ball too.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Antonio Brown was with Tampa, they probably would have still went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That fool was too happy to post as soon as they got eliminated.
I would have been too. Like,
Knew you needed me.
Do we think Tom Brady's coming back?
No,
You think he's done for sure?
I hope so.
Yeah, you can't come back, bro. Nah,
Yeah,
you
I seen a quote, and he was like, "Well, you never know." But of course, that's not what they always say.
can't. Right, you
Yeah.
gotta leave that little.
Well, I'm sure he's still pretty conflicted, but I mean,
Broncos, where you at? Psych.
nah, you don't want a 45.
Nah, I think I'm good on Tom Brady. He's good. Like, you had a great career.
Yeah. Well, what about Gronk? Gronk hasn't officially retired yet. You think he's
Nah,
done?
he already did it. He already retired and came back. He can't.
He's
gonna
active
retire
right now.
again.
Oh,
though,
shit. Oh. Is he gonna stay? Is he gonna keep playing?
But I think he's
Nah,
done.
He's done.
Yeah,
He's
he's gotta
only
be done.
Tom
Like-
Brady. He only came back for
he's-
Tom.
exactly.
Yeah, I think he's letting Tom get his shine, and then once that dies down, then he's gonna announce his retirement. Like, yeah, I'm done too. And they're
Tom's
gonna
was too
highlight
hype.
his career.
Exactly. He can't come right after Tom. Like, you gotta
Right.
let it breathe for a second.
Yeah, I thought y'all meant is he coming back, but no, yeah, I'm expecting him to retire.
Shout out the boy Tom.
Shout out Tom Brady. Oh.
Wow, that's coming up. Wow.
Oh.
It's a lot to watch. Terrell got to catch up.
Oh. No, I'm caught up. What you mean?
Not to everything though.
Oh yeah,
'cause we gonna
there's
have
too
a lot-
many shows.
We're gonna have
bro.
a lot of breaking down.
Nah,
Did
there's
you-
definitely
Bro, I'm just
way
gonna
too
end
many
up
shows.
just listening to the audio, and then I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna look when it sounds exciting, cause yeah, I'll be pushing P.
Facts. For everybody that don't know, Snowfall season 5 coming out February 23rd. February 23rd. This is not a promotion, but we really fuck with the show. Shout out to Damson.
The day after Kanye's album drops.
Before we get into Kanye and his new romance, let's show some love to some. You said it's Black History, Black Future Month.
Black people.
Let's show some love to some black people. This happened maybe a month ago, but it says Diddy is set to buy his old clothing brand Sean John for $7.6 million, and it says he sold the company in 2016 for $70 million. So it looks like Sean John is gonna make a comeback. But the thing with it is, I think he's trying to make it a luxury brand too. So before it was more like a casual street day to day. But I think he's really trying to come back and revamp it and compete with them white folks. So shout out Diddy.
And the fact that he sold it, made more money, and bought it back for way less.
For real.
That's so smart. And
If
it's,
you ever wanted to win, that's the ultimate win right
That's
there.
He let them borrow his company for
yeah, he was like, here.
But
go
they
ahead.
ran it in the dirt.
Yeah,
It
and
didn't
then
do
look,
nothing.
$62 million. Here, you can borrow my company.
It was way more valuable with
So
me. Just give
just
it back.
with Sanjan, this fool made over 60 million off of it.
That's
Yeah.
because they lost the creative side of it. You can't just
Yeah.
buy the clothing line
Well,
and expect that to last for
Yeah,
years.
just to
and
keep
years.
going. Yeah.
Well, and I also think we're in today's age where people want to be personal. They know that he didn't own that. You know what I mean?
Right,
We
yeah. I
more
know.
information spreads faster now too.
Especially
So I'm-
he sold in 16. That's pretty
Yeah.
recent.
yeah. So people were probably like, "Why would we want to buy that? That's not even his
Actually, I
company."
didn't know that.
I knew he sold it, but for some reason I didn't think it was that like 16. That wasn't
I
that long
definitely
ago.
remember.
Right, when you
I thought
said
he was-
2016, I'm like, maybe I didn't know.
I thought he's been off for a while. Y'all bringing out the Sean John suits though? Y'all coming back with y'all coming back with the Sean John?
If he makes them a little smaller, bro, his clothing is too big.
Nah, facts. And they used to be the suede. I'm like, yeah, it's too hot for that now. You gotta,
it's
yeah,
supposed to be
definitely gotta switch
big.
it up. But I'm definitely supporting everything black. We got to keep that black dollar going in the black community. So,
Definitely.
however I could do that.
Also, I want to shout out Missy Elliott. All
Oh,
6
yeah.
of Missy Elliott's albums are now platinum or higher.
Shout out Misdemeanor.
Yo, that's crazy.
It's tough.
Yeah. It took a while, but it happened.
Hey, but slow and
Keeping out.
steady.
Yeah, a
For
lot of
real.
people don't get to one. So the fact she got 6.
Exactly.
Real.
And Missy, you know what I realized that if you see me get
It was actually in reverse.
no, that too a little later, but we were a little younger when that song dropped.
Right.
But that song
Elementary.
had white folks in a headlock at the clubs, bro. If you like go to any like, oh, Denver's perfect. Denver back in like 05 and when that first dropped and
It
that
was everywhere, is
Oh
what you're
man, the whites love that. That's like they're like, you heard this Missy? It's just been yeah. But I didn't realize how like influential and how groundbreaking of an artist Missy was, let alone that song. But now that I'm older, I'm like, yo, that was the one. Like, not only did of course the black people liked it and gravitated, but like that was the one that the white folks was like, yo, misdemeanor. Have you heard that new Missy song? She's spitting.
Mm-hmm.
She's
I believe it
rapping.
because I remember as a kid, it was on all the time on MTV everywhere.
KS107.5.
KS107.5,
I remember it
exactly.
exactly because the line was, "If you got a big, let me search
If you, it was the
Let me see
elephant.
how hard
If
I
you got
gotta
a
work
big,
it.
they used to always have that elephant. Yeah, shout
And
out
the video
Missy.
was called, I
Yeah.
believe it, bro. Like, yeah.
Her videos were
Videos, yeah.
All of them, very creative.
always
And
cool.
Busta, that's what made me like memorable about Busta is his music videos.
Yeah, they
and
say
his long dreads.
they say they want to do Missy verses, but they don't know who to put her against. And interesting enough, they kept bringing
Foxy-
up Busta's
Foxy
name,
Brown. Oh, yeah.
but
Oh, yeah, it makes sense visually, but
Exactly.
not
Yeah, 'cause it-
musically.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it doesn't have to be like another woman that she goes against,
Exactly.
too. Yeah.
It doesn't. But Foxy
but it
Brown.
would be tough. Nah,
But we have only seen that. That would be pretty groundbreaking because we haven't seen like something like that.
like
yeah.
a music video battle, or like she used to have the fat
that would
suits.
be tight though.
Oh, yeah, bro.
A visual battle. That'd be tight.
That would be.
Missy
Man,
was
they
the
could like
girl.
reenact their music videos live on stage.
Man, they're
Dang,
just
that'd be
something
tight.
creative.
Yeah, that would take a lot, though.
It could be done. It would be entertaining for sure.
Nah, definitely.
Kanye West is dropping a documentary here soon. But what's funny is it's not even Kanye West that's dropping it. It's
Netflix, right?
well, Netflix bought it, but it's
Okay.
the people who directed his Through the Wire video and Jesus Walks video. And I guess they got like some footage. They were working with them earlier. And what I'm getting from the synopsis is it's kind of him before he blew up. So we're kind of going to see him like deep into his Chicago roots and kind of right before he blew up. But the funny thing is like Kanye, well, they've been already showing it, promoting it at like the arts festivals and stuff. So people have seen it. And it's going to be in theaters this Thursday. But Kanye was kind of salty. He was like, I need final approval before y'all put out something in my name. And he's been like threatening them and like, this is the last warning. But the people are like, Kanye, it's a documentary. It's not supposed to be like through your eyes or like how you view yourself. It's kind of like how people view you.
And it's supposed to be like more informational. out of it,
Exactly.
so then, yeah.
And I'm thinking it's like, it's going to be like some plus and some negative kind of in there.
I thought it was gonna be like MTV Diaries.
It's called Genius.
You think you know?
Oh, that's what it's called.
but
Genius.
you have no idea.
You think they're going to expose them?
Nah. But
I
y'all
don't
remember
think so.
that though?
Yeah.
They were like kind of narrating their own documentaries. In a way.
Yeah, earlier you said he wanted Drake to narrate his documentary.
Yeah, I wonder what he meant by that.
I think he meant he wanted him to narrate his documentary.
Like voice over it?
Yeah.
Oh.
That would be narrate, sir.
I don't know what else you would think about it.
No, but I would say
But before you saw Charlamagne was like, it would be dope if somebody from Chicago narrated it.
that'd be dope. Someone big.
But either way, I'm like, I get it. Kanye wants to be involved, but
Like, is it their own narration or they're just reading somebody else's writing and they just speaking it as like a voice narrator?
you're saying would Drake do that?
I'm sure someone
Right,
would
like
write it
with-
for them.
It's probably a little bit of
Right.
both.
So it's not Drake's ideas. It's just he's reading the paper like, and afterwards he's like, "Dang, y'all really saying that about
Yeah,
Kanye?"
just putting in
Fuck it,
his
I'll
own
say it.
flavor, putting his own little swag on it.
I got you.
But usually in documentaries, I'm a sucker for documentaries. Usually they just like, they're like emceeing it. So they're just like setting up the next scene or setting up this. They're not really speaking on what's going on. They're just like presenting what's next and then giving their little like,
Or maybe a little background or
exactly,
something. or-
like
yeah.
their little bop on it. Most of the time, they're not really giving their opinion. Like, oh, Kanye must have been a bad guy.
I mean, this might sound bad, but I kind of hope he doesn't have some sort of say in it. To be honest,
That's
with
what
you.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I get it's his name, so you always want to protect your name. But like they said, it's a documentary. It's not always supposed to be like your highlight tape. Like, I think there's a lot of stuff that he's going to see that he doesn't necessarily like or that he's not mostly fond of. But the thing with being a genius is a lot of times they say they're crazy or they're unstable or things like that. So I think there's going to be a lot of like blow ups or like different things like that. But the thing with Kanye is always inspirational. So it's going to be a lot of that.
No, I think it's gonna be a lot of good because, like you're saying, I think it's mostly in the past though, before he got big too. So like, because there's little snippets of him before he was like big. He was still working in music, obviously, but it was like something like he was arguing with his friend about him being the like, I don't know, the best or like, I don't know, whatever he said. But you know, he sounded like it was still Kanye, he just wasn't big yet. To be honest with you, just a little snippet I saw.
Yeah, I wanna see it for sure.
And that's a key in manifestation though. Like this, he was Kanye before he was Kanye, so he brought that John to existence. How do y'all feel about him and his new relationship though? Have y'all been seeing him and Julia around? Y'all know who Julia is?
Yeah, and she wears the same outfit like every time.
With the all black spandex.
Yeah,
You seen them?
she
them
loves that.
kicking it with. First of all, you know Kanye put that on her.
Definitely, it's simple.
She wears it
Anything
every
that's
time.
like
Yeah,
simple. is
Kanye loves
time.
dressing his chicks. But y'all seen it was like her, Madonna, Floyd, AB,
The
Kanye.
most random. group.
Yeah, bro.
They're like, there's like 2 brain cells on that couch right now.
They was with me. Y'all saw that? That
Who said
AB
that?
interview.
No.
He was like, you was with Madonna, Kanye. He was just naming like big artists. He was like, how you? He was like, they was with me.
Nah,
He
AB.
was like, I'm that guy.
AB's
And Brandon
been on
Marshall
a-
was like, he was just laughing, bro. That their interviews would be hilarious.
Nah, yeah, I seen that one actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, AB's been on a little, like,
here I am. See
yeah,
me.
he's been on a little tour lately,
Yeah, you see him everywhere. I feel like he wants attention. It's kind of weird.
and he thinks he's gonna play football still.
Yeah,
They were like,
bro.
name your top 5 quarterbacks you want to play for. He was like Lamar Jackson,
Bro, think about the first scandal. He came back, played with Tom Brady. Shit.
but that's Tom Brady. If
After he
only
was
Tom
going
Brady can
crazy.
bring you back, nobody else is gonna be able to bring you back. From
But he
that.
kind of did the same thing with the Raiders.
Tom
Played
Brady.
there a couple games, did some crazy shit, was out.
That's what I'm saying. Only Tom Brady could bring him back. Now he's savage Tom Brady. So I'm like,
I don't know. We'll see.
I think he might be done, man.
I think he's back. He'll be back. He said Lamar Jackson. I think it'll happen.
And Lamar Jackson retweeted it too. He's seen it.
I think it'll happen. Definitely. Harbaugh's out of there too. He retired.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
John Harbaugh.
Yeah, he's not. He's done.
No, I didn't. I never read that.
Yeah, he's out of there.
Are you sure? I'll have to Google it.
Google it. Bet some money.
Yep. How much?
How much you want to bet?
50 right now.
50.
Shake on it.
50 ballers.
Camera.
50 bitcoins.
Yep. On camera right now. Where them glasses?
What? Hurry
Oh,
up.
John Harbaugh's still there. This relationship though, y'all think this relationship is real?
It's too soon to say how real it is. It's as real as Kim and Pete Davidson.
Well, there's something that just came out recently, and Pete called her his girlfriend.
Well then, yeah, they're boyfriend girlfriend. That's so childish.
Boyfriend and girlfriend?
Yeah,
Nah, but it's valid
that's
though.
my
It's official.
girlfriend.
Once
I
you
feel it.
actually claim them, it's like, okay, they're like for real, for real.
I feel it, but it's like it's so childish. I feel like
They said
it's
Pete's
date,
wild because
hang out.
he's dating
be
a
like,
single
that's my
mother of 4.
girlfriend.
That's wild. Pete don't give no fucks.
Yeah, that's wild. I think it's just weird, bro, that people be putting their business out in the public. I guess it comes with the territory, 'cause they're all,
Especially
like,
if you're a
stars.
celebrity.
Yeah, but I mean, as much as possible, you.
But it's the people that pay attention to it. It's not their fault that people are so invested.
True.
But that leads me to my next thing. The Kardashians just got picked up. It's not Keeping Up with the Kardashians anymore. That's on E. And I think that contract is over, but now it's just called The Kardashians, and they are set to release and drop on Disney Plus
What?
in
I was
in
not
March
expecting that.
of 2022, coming to a city near you.
That is the most wild thing. That might be crazier than the headline
know
that we
why?
heard about Joe Biden.
Bro, I was like, wait, Disney Plus?
Because it's about to be all about the kids now. They're growing up, so they got to cater to the youth.
It's
Disney
still the
is perfect.
Kardashians, though.
Yeah, we
So
know
they're-
that name.
But they're young. They're kids now. They're kids.
No, they're
Makes sense.
no,
It's not gonna be Kim. It's gonna be about her kids. It's gonna be focused on her kids.
no. It's not just
gonna
Kim
be
though.
about Courtney. It's gonna be focused on her kids. It's not about to be about Chloe. It's gonna be focused on her kids. Bro, there's a big bunch, bro. They're
No, that's facts. But
It's just
I
gonna
seen the
keep going.
promotion and it was all them. I seen no kid. It was straight women
we'll see.
looking crazy.
Doing the same stuff. I ain't
But
know.
I still.
Well,
think
I just
that's
seen the
random
picture.
Okay.
that it's on Disney. But eventually, it's gonna be about the kids, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean that would make sense.
That's the way they're easing it in. It's like, oh, they're on Disney. It's okay.
But they're still the Kardashians.
That's pretty wild, bro.
Who's tuning in?
That's gonna be a no for me.
Do you think Kanye and Julia are for real?
Nah. I mean, I feel like this is a rebound type thing because
Yeah, he's just doing it to get back at Kim.
exactly. I feel like exactly, and I don't know. I feel like it would. I don't know. I haven't been there, but I feel like it'd be hard to go to someone directly after you just had babies with some other woman. I don't know. Maybe not.
They're still married. Like
Yeah,
they're not
that's
even
wild.
divorced yet.
But
But I don't know if you heard me say before, they Pete and Kim like are technically like officially together now.
Think they smacking?
Duh.
what?
Russell Wilson didn't smack Sierra until they got married.
It's not.
I mean, that's
it's not Kim
different.
K.
People.
Yeah. We know the Kardashians. I just
All because of the sex tape. You know, Kanye got it, the second tape now.
that's what I'm saying. That just came out that there was more tapes.
Yeah. And Wack said he had it.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
then Kanye in an interview, I forgot who was interviewing
Pete's
him.
definitely smacking that down. You
But
kidding me?
He was like, yeah, I drove to go get the tape myself.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, so Wack gave it to you? He's like, nah, Ray J gave it to me.
exactly. He was with Jason Lee. I seen that.
That's the dude's name?
Yeah,
Shout out
Hollywood
Jason Lee.
Hollywood reporter.
We fucking for hours. That pussy got power. That pussy got power. She wet in the shower. That pussy get loud.
All right. Everybody calm down. Before we get into music, which a lot of music dropped, y'all want to talk about Joe Rogan and his situation at all? From what we know about it from this point.
Yeah.
So, this is I'm gonna try and make it quick, but I feel like there's so much to unpack. But first of all, I feel like this is kind of why you don't sign to a major, because yeah, they can help you and do these things for you, but like at the end of the day, they're corporate and they got to abide by all these different advertising dollars and different things. So you can't really always say what you want to say. And it was real dope when Joe got his, like, I don't know how many dollars, 100 mil, something like that, deal with Spotify, exclusive. I'm like, okay, that's dope. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, that comes with your rights and stuff too for a while. I think it was like 4 or 5 years. So it wasn't the whole time, but you know, Joe Rogan, we always talk about Joe. Recently, with this coronavirus stuff, he's been having like these random doctors on, and just people in general. And they, of course, talk about the corona pandemic. And Rogan has been a strong advocate just about more freedom than I think the vaccine in general. because I know that's one of the main reasons he moved down to Texas is because they didn't really have like mask laws and like being inside buildings. They didn't have like mask mandates and stuff like that. But initially, a lot of people were upset with Joe because of the misinformation around the coronavirus and the vaccine in general. And people were like, oh, y'all should be like watching what he says, and y'all should be editing some of the stuff that he's talking about. And Spotify and their CEO was like, we're going to kind of keep it chill. We're not going to really dive too much into that. It's freedom of speech. And then recently, you said there was two things. Were those the two things you were talking about? And then recently, which is kind of weird because this clip has been out for years. I've seen this before. But there was a clip that's been going around with Joe Rogan saying the N-word and also him kind of degrading black folks and comparing them to apes in Planet of the Apes. And he kind of issued an apology. And, of course, the go-to is, I'm not racist. But he was saying anytime you have to say, like, I'm not a racist on camera, like, you probably have been put in a messed up predicament. But, of course, he gave an apology and all that stuff. But as a response, Spotify and their CEO went back and erased a lot of his content and a lot of his episodes and blocked this and that. I think they said over 100 episodes were removed.
I think it was 70.
Okay.
Yeah, I think some people started inflated.
Okay.
It was 70 episodes out of 12 years of content.
Okay. Had been removed. And yeah, they're saying they're not gonna ban him and they're not gonna cancel him because they do believe in freedom of speech. I mean, goddamn, it's a podcast. The thing they do is free speech. But they did want to at least keep a closer knit on it. And of course, anytime you start getting into racism and things like that, it's a slippery slope. But he apologized. I don't know how they're moved forward or what. They're still kind of in the thick of things. But I thought this was a kind of interesting story that's popped up recently. And Joe Rogan is always an interesting person in general because people always either like love him or hate him. They're always either on one side or the other. I don't really care too much either way. But I did think it was an interesting story nonetheless.
I think he's a very powerful voice. He's a big influence, and they're trying to silence that. And I don't know who they would be, but somebody is trying to silence his voice. And because think about it, he got a major deal with Spotify. Like, he literally talks about whatever he wants. People listen. Like, that's why they're complaining about what he was saying about the vaccine, because they're like, wait, people are actually listening to you. You gotta, like, you guys can't let him say these things. Like, they're messing up, like, everything we're doing. Like, he's a big influence. Like,
facts.
So, and it's tough. It's like, do you guys feel that it's right for somebody to filter somebody like that?
Not when you giving me all this money for my creative freedom.
Right, like, or is this life? Like, who is really playing general here? Like, who is deciding what goes on? This is life. Like, he's freedom of speech. Like, say what you want.
No, I agree. That's why I prefaced it with saying, like, it's kind of like a freedom of speech violation. But, like, again, once you start getting at that racism and the advertisers are like, y'all might need to step in and do something about this. Spotify's like, all right, we might be losing some money. We might have to actually get ahead of this.
Right. And then to touch
ahead
on that second aspect of, like, yeah, him using the N-word. So they dug up all that content of him saying all that stuff. Like, do I agree with him saying that stuff? No. But, like, that they had to do what they had to do to show, like, all right, we're actually going to take this down, but we're not going to silence him. So I agree with what Spotify did totally. Like,
right. We're
not going to censor him, no. But these episodes, yeah, they are offensive. We are going to take these down. Right. And he has learned, and he did agree. He agreed to those episodes being taken down. Like, yeah, take those down. Like, yeah, that was back in my past. Like, exactly. People live and learn. You know, you have to grow. Like, people grow. If you're not allowed to let people grow and learn from their mistakes, like, then who are we? Like, we're not
God
species. Yeah,
right.
Like, we're trying to act like we're somebody else.
I agree. No, I think Spotify did what they had to do. Like, with their influence and with their power, they move forward how they had to.
I'd agree. I think we're kind of all on the same page with it regarding like the vaccine. I think it's just weird that like we put people on such a high pedestal when clearly he's not a doctor. I don't think
Clearly.
he's ever claimed to be.
Right.
And I would say like I'm pretty sure he has multiple different like views on his podcast. He has a ton of different people from all over. Regarding the second part, like that's unfortunate. I mean, I never really seen the whole like. I think I seen the Planet of the Apes part.
Clip.
I think that clip. The other parts, I don't think I ever could. I never heard him say it watching any of his shows that I've watched. But I don't keep up with every single episode either. So it's only people that I find interesting that's on a show I would watch. So I never heard him use that word. It's just unfortunate for sure. But I think I kind of agree. It's just like you got to allow people to grow and own their shit and just learn from it. It's just we live in this cancel culture is just like an interesting thing. And I feel like we've
here
touched
and
on
real.
Yeah, and we've talked about it before, but it's definitely interesting. Like you could do something that's against like maybe some people's beliefs, whether it's vaccine misinformation or when it gets to racism. We always know that's a slippery slope. It's just an interesting time that we live in. But I do believe people, like, whether you agree or disagree, there's a lot of things that people could find offensive.
On
but
one spectrum or
yeah,
the other. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it was 70 episodes. Did you guys see I forgot, he was a CEO of some other company. He offered him $100 million to come to his platform, and he was like, you can say whatever you want with us. I'll give you $100 million right now.
Well, and that's why Spotify
crazy.
is not gonna cancel this fool.
Because
Right.
They know
his
regardless.
influence.
Regardless, I mean,
He's the head honcho.
he's got his supporters regardless, and they're gonna go. And I think it was Andrew Schultz, maybe said this, and I saw like a little snippet. He's like, I've told Joe this, like he is the platform. Like wherever he goes, people are gonna listen.
Right. That's why it was kind of weird to see him sign so exclusively with Spotify. But I mean, they start throwing them hundreds of M's around. I understand.
Again, I don't know why we like hold celebrities and these people like on such a high pedestal, because at the end of the day, like he's a living proof that he's just a person.
Right.
Like you can't expect too much from anyone, to be quite honest with you, except for people you choose to hold near and dear. But some random person you don't know, like no one knows Joe besides the people that really know Joe.
Exactly. That's why that racist word is strong. Like, I get it. It was racist to say. He even said it in the clip. I'll show you the clip after. He
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say I respect his apology video.
yeah, he was like, he was like, even after like during he said it, when he said it, he was like, they dropped us off in like Philadelphia. He was like, it was like the Planet of the Apes. It was like Africa. He was like, Planet of the Apes didn't happen in Africa. He said that was a racist thing to say. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
So you like
definitely
even
did say that.
knew it was racist when he said it, but
And
this
but
was
then also I
5'8".
see the big debate too is also the context, because then you know what I mean. People are like, well, context shouldn't matter. Some people are like context does matter when it comes to saying it. But I mean, again, I think we can all agree. You just why even say it? You could
Exactly.
say it.
Trevor,
I think he said he was going to see Planet of the Apes, so that's why it was already on his mind.
exactly.
to say Planet
no,
of
he
the
did,
Apes.
and then
Yeah.
that's was a part of his apology. He was like, and then I went on to say in the clip, like it was a great experience. Like we went to the movies and
They had a great time.
exactly, and it was dope to sit in another culture's lens. But still, you could make a joke and it could still be racist. Like two things can be true.
No, for sure.
True. Again, we just live in a weird time where like I don't know what it is like with the cancel culture. I feel like people want to be a part of something, so they like ride or die for something real.
No matter
tough.
what it is, like we gonna stick together and do
yeah.
one
Yeah, it
thing
was
or another.
interesting reading all the different aspects on this Joe Rogan thing.
Man, it looks like Joe Rogan says he isn't leaving Spotify either. So, like you say, he agreed with them taking down them
But
70.
what I always think
episodes.
too is like, I guess maybe the silver lining to this is like it creates discussions. You know what I mean? Regardless, like we talked about it even earlier with like people doing pills and these high school kids. Like the only way we grow and change as a country are having these weird, awkward conversations like this. You know what I mean?
I agree. This is a crazy segue, but why did Rihanna lie to us and say she wasn't pregnant?
Bro, yeah, that's crazy. That
She wasn't ready. No.
she had to make like her
wasn't
own
ready.
announcement whenever it was the
Exactly.
right time.
She did it how she did. We
She
saw
popped
how
out
she
with
did
the
it.
baby bump. I said, wait, what? Not ASAP hitting it raw
That
and,
made the world go crazy.
and leaving it in. Okay, ASAP, you the man.
What?
You got him a billionaire.
That's
Bro.
crazy.
That had the world going crazy too, or at least America. I don't know, but yeah,
The
People going crazy.
yeah. It was on my timeline for years, for weeks at least. Any quick
Bro,
takes on
I saw
ASAP and
so
Riri?
many memes, bro.
Then with the Drake in the,
The
background.
funniest one, bro.
yeah, that's they're all
Bro,
holding each other.
Exactly.
and you Drake at the end, bro. Or him like devastated at the game, looking at his phone.
Bro, that was hilarious. He's
Then
all
he-
tan.
and
Why
then
does he look
blocked
like
both
that?
of them. He's like, I don't want to see this no more. I feel him, dog. Block that shit.
No, for sure. Shout out to Riri though. That's dope.
Yeah. Shout out to Love. Black
Shout out
Love.
to ASAP. Exactly. It's gonna be a little cute baby.
I mean, yeah, nah, I think they cool, like a cool little.
And
like
I love that they be low key. They don't be problematic. They be definitely reminding me of like Beyonce and Hove. Like they just be chilling in private, and you only see them when they pop out. But like when they pop out, you gonna see them like, oh dang, they doing their thing. But other than that, you don't hear from them. They be doing their own thing.
I saw an interview with ASAP Rocky. It was like from back in the day. And then they were asking him a smash, pass, or marry.
Yeah.
And they asked Rihanna, and he was like, pass.
What?
And then they were like, what? He was like, hold on. I got to explain. He was like, because she the homie. So I can't really go too much. She just the homie. And that's all he said. But he definitely said he passed.
Yeah, that was probably when Drake was in it.
Interesting.
Couldn't be.
I forgot. Let me see.
Yeah, it couldn't be
Hey,
too.
but things change.
Exactly. You got to plot from a distance.
Right.
I know.
Exactly.
I know
He
that
knew
move.
exactly what he was doing.
I know that move. Shit. Last time.
2013.
Okay, yeah, facts. Last time we recorded was what, December? Music was kind of slowing down, but since we've been gone, there's been a lot of stuff dropping. What's been some of you guys' favorite tapes or projects that's dropped since we've been on our hiatus?
NLE Choppa and Corday off the top.
Okay. And NLE Choppa dropped the album Me Versus Me a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago, I believe. 16 tracks? But
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't listen to it.
yeah, what do you like so much about the NLE project?
He bro, he just be spitting. I like artists that like just spit and
Just
like
rap.
just ride the beat, and they just like they don't waste no beats, no pockets. They just, and it sounds good. And then
That NBA Youngboy flow.
right, he dropped some stuff too. But so if I had to choose between them two though, I would probably listen to NLE Choppa.
I know I always forget NLE's from Memphis too.
Yeah,
For some reason, he gives me like New York vibes.
he give me Louisiana or New Orleans vibes.
I was about to say New Orleans for a minute, but I was like, nah, Memphis. But yeah, nah,
He rap like he from New Orleans and Memphis together. That
low-key.
makes sense. Like he rap fast like Louisiana rappers,
They right there though.
and then he got that little deep voice with it, like
Man.
Memphis.
Looks like he has G Herbo on the project, Polo G, Young Thug. I listened to it maybe once or twice, Moneybagg Yo, but I didn't really have a chance to let it grow on me.
I mean, I think y'all would like it. Just
Yeah.
listen to it and then let me know what y'all think.
Yeah, Corday dropped the album
That would have been my shout out.
From a Bird's Eye View,
Yeah, I play that like once a day.
12 songs, plus 2 bonus. How y'all feel about the Corday?
I think Corday is pretty underrated, based off like the numbers. Like I feel like he's pretty well known. I mean, in the celebrity world, but his music, like numbers wise, he didn't do like the greatest on
Yeah,
this.
you're like, he should be listened to way more.
Yeah, like he should be at least in the 50,000s. I'm pretty sure I saw he's like 22, 25, somewhere around there.
Some people just don't stream though. But I guarantee you, once he goes on tour, he's
gonna
sell out no
Oh,
matter
for
where
sure.
he goes.
It's
But
'cause-
not arenas, but like
Nah, he will, yeah. But streaming, like, people just like that gangster music, bro. That's all they want to listen to. Like, if you ain't talking about no gangster, they're not listening to it. It's weird.
Well, and that's what I kind of feel like with him. I feel like he's kind of like I mean, this is a random kind of comparison, but he reminds me of like a young J. Cole. And not so much like he's on that level yet.
It's not too random.
But like, yeah, like he's really slept on. People think what he's saying may be boring, or it's not like to what they want to hear, or something.
He
like
kind of
that.
has that storyteller aspect too.
Exactly,
I feel
that's
like
what I'm trying to say.
it took J. Cole a while to stream. Like he wasn't a big streamer when he first came out. Like Friday Night Lights, like
Exactly,
it took
not
a
as
while
much
for people
as
to get on him.
anticipated for sure. Like he always sold more than a lot of people, which I'm sure Cordae does too. But like he was always pitted with like the Kendricks and
Well, yeah,
and
he
them,
was-
and
yeah,
he
he-
wasn't selling like them, and people were like, what's going on? But like he would go and sell out tours, and it was weird for Cole at the beginning because he couldn't really get a release date because he didn't really have that stream or that single, that radio song. But he was like, yo, the people be loving me. And then, like you say, he just built, and now he's like, every time Cole drops. Cole's been on every song recently, too, by the way.
Oh yeah, he on some. I don't know what he on, but he on something.
Wait, did you say Gunna?
I didn't know.
I'm surprised you didn't.
Before we get to Gunna, though, are we done with the Cordae? What are some of our favorite songs on the Cordae album?
Chronicles is crazy. Of course, Sinister was dope. We already knew about that song.
With her and Lil Durk, Chronicles.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
They have a video for that song, too.
Of course, I fuck with Champagne
the Sinister
Glasses.
is crazy. I listen to Sinister once a day for sure.
Crazy.
Lil Wayne is in his bag on that.
I'm not even gonna lie. I even like I like Today. It's kind of catchy.
Yeah, I got the time.
You know
today.
what's funny? I'm looking at this track list, and I don't recognize any titles, but I listen to this album once a day because I say, "Hey Siri, play new Cordae album," and that's it. And then my phone stays in my pocket. I never pick it up.
I know you know that Sinister for sure.
No, for sure. I just don't recognize the songs by name. But if you play it, I could probably sing the whole
No,
song.
facts.
Look at him trying to make peace. He's got Gunna and Freddie Gibbs on the
I
same
know.
album.
I don't fuck with Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That Coach Carter song is pretty cool. Super. I like Mama's Hood.
I do like Super.
Yeah, this Gunna album is really good. I like it a lot. I mean, this Cordae album.
I was
really
like, wait, we
good.
got-
I like it a lot.
Yeah, let's get to Gunna though.
Yeah, Gunna dropped the album Drip Season Forever. Supposed to be the final installment of his Drip Season series. Neat things about this album, he dropped same weekend as The Weeknd.
The Weeknd dropped.
Yeah, The Weeknd dropped Dawn FM same weekend.
I heard something
didn't
crazy.
listen
I
to
believe
that.
it was from Timberland.
And the Gunna actually outsold The Weeknd.
Wow. I heard Timberland say that this is compared to
Michael Jackson.
yeah, bro.
Michael
What is?
Jackson's Thriller.
Yeah, so you did hear that. I thought I was
Yeah.
tripping because
What
no one
is?
else heard it.
No,
Everyone
I
I talked to, but no one else heard it.
What's compared to Michael Jackson's Thriller?
The Weeknd's new album.
Gunna. It's like, no.
That's what I thought y'all saying. Gunna Day, okay, Gunna. Shout out Gunna.
Heck no.
Hey,
Not the Push
slime.
P. The Push P's the new Thriller anthem.
Pusha P.
But the
that
Weeknd.
P is everywhere though.
No, facts. We'll get to that soon. But
yeah,
the Weeknd,
Weeknd,
they said the
interesting.
Weeknd's album,
Why? Because he sounds like
the
Michael
80s.
Jackson.
Nah, yeah, exactly. Because it's that 80s vibe.
Like so,
Yeah.
just because he put out that cover or remake to what was song was it? Billie Jean or
yeah, something like
he
that.
sounded just like Michael Jackson. So he's obviously gonna get that comparison for the rest of his career.
But
That's
no, I
crazy
think
for
the
them to go
album,
wild, though.
because the album is like the 80s based. Like, I don't know if y'all listen to Tory Lane's new recent album too. He kind of went that same approach. And it's just like that 80s snap, Motown type vibe. I think that's more what he was getting at, but I haven't listened to the Weeknd album. I don't want to hear that. I don't even listen to the Tory Lane's 80s. I want to hear some 2022.
I feel that.
I'm not trying to hear no 80s
Interesting. I'm
stuff.
gonna listen to him tomorrow. See what's going on.
Have you listened to the Tory Lane's album? Yeah,
You surprised, huh?
facts. But I heard that's similar to
You know he's
The
like
Weeknd.
shadow band.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah, they
like,
don't promote
I
none of his stuff.
I gotta go search for it. I'm not
Yeah.
in that zone anymore.
Oh,
I
so
used
you
to
ain't
be
a super
back in the
fan.
day.
I thought you were a super fan.
See, back in the day, you had to like search for your music or how new hip hop. Like
now they just
download,
present
choose.
it to you.
Now it's
Yeah.
like you got Spotify or Apple.
Yeah, that's kind of
crazy.
cheating though.
On
But isn't that
homepage.
crazy?
Yeah, it's
Going
cheating.
this kind of side, like going random, but see how much control people have. That's wild.
Yeah, it's
The
crazy.
influence you could have if you are like a big tech person. That's wild.
That's why you don't want to get on any of them company's bad sides.
No,
low
for
key.
sure.
That's why Bitcoin is about to take over, and all aspects that fall under that umbrella is what I'm trying
Damn,
to get
we-
at. Decentralized land, decentralized world. Everything's gonna be
Dang,
decentralized.
my bad. I started a rabbit hole.
Push and P.
Push a P.
Uh,
Push a P. Push a P.
Yeah, push a P, turn me up.
My theme song.
Push and P.
Turn me up, P.
He said
Nah,
it's
it's
not
the only way
player.
you respond, bro.
Pointers in the paddock, get my piece. I'm
Push a P.
Cop new hammers for my piece. We don't want no peace.
It can mean player, but it don't really mean player. Like, then what's it mean? Nigga, tell us. But no, yeah, Gunna dropped the same week as Weekend and outsold Weekend. I think that's huge,
Huge.
especially for the streets.
Streets.
Weekend,
Gunna is he?
I don't
pop?
know. Does that say more for the Gun? Does that say more for Gunna, or does that say more about the Weekend?
I think that says more for Gunna because that means he's pop now.
Interesting. I would
take-
agree, but I don't know if I have the same reason why I agree. I think it's more for him because, I mean, I think that he's on like a different status now in regards
He's
to
pop
like,
now.
yeah, exactly.
But rap is pop, so I kind of
Yeah.
get what Jarrell's
Okay,
getting at.
maybe you're right.
It's popular
I mean,
music.
I
Pop just
forget, I forget,
it just
yeah.
means popular. Like, not necessarily it has that beat, but like the white boys, Gunna, bro. You heard
Nah,
that? New
everyone
Drip
knows it.
season?
Yeah.
It's the new
Yeah.
pop.
Okay,
Watch, everybody
Push
gonna
every-
sound like
all them Pusha
a
P
Young
memes.
Thug.
White people be helping make them. They
Oh,
be
for
doing
sure.
all that little digital work. Like
for sure.
they be sharing them. They all pushing P like they them TikToks. Like that's a lot of white people will help push that. And
I
move
bet you
that.
this whole album's all over TikTok.
has to be.
Oh,
The Weeknd is not.
nah.
That's where they messed up.
I think Gunna's just more tapped into the culture right now.
Exactly.
For
You
sure.
trying to tap into the 80s, man? They ain't listening to you.
It was close though. I think he only won by like 2,000. And the thing
But
is,
to compete though,
right, to even be that close with the Weeknd. The Weeknd is the Weeknd. He's a Super Bowl performer.
exactly. That's wild.
But they dropped that P Power song with Drake late. Like initially, it didn't have this song with Drake on there. It came a couple of days late because of publishing, and it got on there. And I think that's what any Drake feature is gonna push you over the top. So shout out to Drake, shout out to Gunna, and
shout
that
out to Drake.
and that Drip Season Forever.
No, yeah, shout out Gunna.
It's a pretty good album. I ride with it.
No, definitely. That's definitely in my rotation. That's part of my rotation. I have like 5 albums in my rotation.
I be seeing you on that Young Boy.
Yeah, I was listening to him for like
Yeah,
a
I be
couple
seeing
days,
you on there.
and then I was like, all right, I'm done.
Getting your morning started right.
No, for real. If you need a little uplift and like you just want to start air punching,
You want to get that head bobbing?
for real. Nah, NBA, he be spitting, man. I can't even hate on him.
Jim Jones dropped the album with Gangsta Grills. It was dope to hear DJ Drama on an album again.
Dang, I didn't listen to it. I gotta listen to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is news to me.
Yeah,
I did not know.
I haven't really.
There's too much music to keep up with. I love
Exactly.
it though. I love it.
They got that Set the Trend song with Migos, but he was saying he was trying to put on a lot of the young boys. So it's a lot of young Davies, I Swear Vazo, Fabio, of course. I'm gonna definitely tap into that a little bit more.
Yeah, I will too. I like Jim Jones.
Babyface Ray dropped the album called Face.
Don't know who he is.
He's out of Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't had a chance to listen to it too much, but the young boys love Babyface Ray.
I'm bigger than Big Sean to my city. Facts.
They
Why
love.
did Gotti say that? Shout out Joe Gotti's new album.
Did it come out? I keep seeing him.
Joe Gotti, you ain't listen to it?
Nah, I keep seeing him going around and doing promotion, but I didn't see
that
it.
shit is hot.
I didn't see it.
Joe Gotti, that shit's hot. I was
Why you calling
surprised
him
he-
Joe Gotti?
I don't know.
It's
That's
Yo.
just how I say it. That's how I say my Y and my O is Joe.
You
Too many
Spanish.
Joes. We've been talking about too many Joes.
I know he Dominican. Joe.
Missing somebody.
I rock with Yo Gotti though, cause he rock with a lot of the young boys, and he signed a lot of the younger
Hey, your
artists.
boy's all over it too. 42 Duck.
4-2. I realized recently his name. Well,
4-2, my bad.
4-2 is signed to Yo Gotti actually,
Yeah, no, he signed to 2 people, right?
and Lil Baby.
Yeah.
But
Or
yeah,
PF.
recently I realized his name is 4-2 Doug and not 42 Doug.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm like, okay, well, you should like put a hyphen or something. So
For
we know.
real. 'Cause,
Hey, that
I
brings up-
definitely thought it was
Yeah, it's
42.
42.
That brings up something I was thinking about yesterday, actually. Random. It's like, is it a boogie, or is it like a boogie? Like a boogie with a hoodie, or is it a boogie with a hoodie?
I'm gonna say a boogie
Yeah, I like A Boogie better, so I'm gonna ride with that.
And the only reason why
because
I started,
he never corrects us. So I'm gonna say a boogie.
right, like a boogie, not like.
And it's the only
A
one
boogie.
capitalized, right? Am I
Yeah.
tripping?
So my mom said it. She was like, a boogie with a hoodie. I was like, that's not what it is. She was like, I was like, it's a boogie with a hoodie. She was like, that's what I said. A boogie, like a boogie, a boogie. I was like, no, it's a boogie. His first name is Artist.
Yeah.
So it's
exactly.
a boogie.
Nah, like a boogie's pretty good. He has a big fan base.
I
fuck
love
with
a boogie.
Oh, yeah, he's talented.
I like
And
how
he got permission to do some like Michael Jackson samples.
Exactly. That's tough.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely just downloaded the Yo Gotti, bumping that. Looks like it's a double album. So that's a lot of songs right there. Oh, it's a deluxe. I don't know if
Huh. I wonder if I listened to the deluxe. I listened to it Friday. When do the deluxe be
our
dropping?
side B. I don't know. I'm gonna look more into the. It's Yo Gotti, but he a legend. He been in it for a minute. He got Moneybag Yo signed to him.
So basically, this is in this album. I got that he was like basically reminiscing like about his like history. Like he just like walks you through like the beginning days till now, basically almost.
That Memphis life.
Yeah, he talks about linking up with Cash Money and like just driving back and forth from like he was still trapping, but he was still trying to be in the rap game. So he was driving back and forth.
Oh, it's dope.
So like, yeah, it's dope. It's a good tape.
Yo's always been respectable. A couple more albums that
2 Chainz
came out.
Dope don't sell itself.
Yeah, I was gonna actually talk about the Saba first.
My bad.
Few good things. Saba's been what's the word? Anticipated for a little while. He dropped his album before.
Low key, I listened to this because I saw y'all were listening to it.
What was the album before this? I forgot what it was called, but it was huge.
Care for
I
Me?
care for me.
Yeah.
And people loved it. So this was kind of highly anticipated. I listened to it once or twice. Haven't really had too much of a chance to listen to it, but it honestly, a couple first listens wasn't really hitting the same as that last album. But I really rock with Saba enough to like not totally judge it off the first couple listens. He definitely has kind of that like soulful, you got to listen to it a few times to really digest it sound.
I think you also got to kind of be in the mood for it. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Right.
Sometimes we want some more upbeat stuff.
I
and
think I
it's
was
not-
riding too. I was in the car like I'm not trying to listen to this right now.
Yeah, I feel like
It felt real like reminiscence.
Facts.
I can see that. For me, I do think it sounds better in headphones. Like when I worked out and listened to it, I felt like I was more in tune than I was like listening in the car. But I agree. I think I need to let it kind of grow on me a little bit. I think it will for sure.
Yeah. And he took his time with it. It's been like 2-3 years since he dropped the album. So
Bro,
like it was sounding cool, but
yeah, side note, headphones change your life with music.
For sure.
Because it's been a while since I like had to do stuff to wear headphones. I just like listen to it on speakers in my car or whatever. But like I've been working like a lot lately, and I've been putting on my headphones, and like, bro, music sounds so much different with headphones on. You hear everything.
hella.
It's like I don't know, bro. It's
When
so,
I feel
so
like
much different.
music is more engineered for headphones too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I
Bro.
think it's dope because music sounds different in every medium. So like
right. Like if you go to a car with beats in it, you like, damn, this song has
Exactly.
bass.
Yeah.
Like this song does not have bass in my
Headphones, car.
headphones.
your little speaker.
Nah, you're right.
You
I wonder, like, when people make songs, do they like think about all these different aspects people are gonna listen to
they
songs,
should
or do they like
performance
cater to one speaker?
performing? I know a lot of artists make music based off the performance and how
Right,
it
like
sounds like
Kanye.
really loud.
Kanye's real big into that, for sure. I definitely know Kanye.
But I think that's maybe what made me didn't like the Saba so much is because I was coming from the 2 Chainz album, and like I said, I was in a car, so it was kind of like I was riding. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, this is kind of the beats is on point, like the bars is on point.
Yeah, the
2 Chainz know how
hard.
2 Chainz know how to make an album.
See, when I listen to, I will listen to both of them basically back to back. On Friday, I drove to my dad's. That's a long
So
drive.
you
Yeah,
had a lot of time.
exactly. So I just ran them both back to back. But I did start with the 2 Chainz because I wanted to be more upbeat, and I already knew what I was going to
Exactly.
get with 2 Chainz, and I kind of knew what I was going to get with Saba too. So
What was you feeling? How'd you feel in the 2 Chainz?
2 Chainz fire. I mean, I think it's a good little album to just throw out. It's 2 Chainz.
Yeah, and it was kind of short too.
Yeah.
Definitely 2 Chainz. He definitely was, man. I like his bars. I just like how he
And the delivery.
presents-
Yeah,
yes, exactly. The
his
delivery.
delivery.
Bro.
He knows how
Oh
to
my
deliver a
goodness.
song for
It's
sure.
like, wait, what you just? Oh wow, you just said that. That's crazy. 2 Chainz. What do you? That's crazy.
And you could tell he a vet. Like he been at it a
Exactly.
while. His sound's
sure.
gonna be crisp. His
Play his-
beats gonna be crisp.
Since play his circle. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he always kind of has a good concept. His videos are always real good. 2 Chainz, I think 2 Chainz is pretty underrated. You want to talk about underrated?
Yeah, he definitely falls into that category. I would have to say.
2 Chainz, dope don't sell itself.
But $1 million worth of game, crazy. Probably my favorite song.
Yeah, no, that beat gets me going. He has a little baby feature on here, fire. He got the song with Moneybag.
That's
Fire.
fire too.
Fire.
He has Lil Durk on here, NBA, Youngboy, Jacquees. Pretty concise, pretty good album.
Moneybag and Lil Durk. They running for my top 5.
They right there. They've been going crazy. I can't be mad at that.
I always find myself listening to those two.
Like when you say top 5, like that's just like who you listening to
Right
now.
now. Yeah. Trav asked me
Like-
that question like a couple of days ago. Like, who is in your top 5 artists just like right now?
Okay.
And that was tough. That was a tough
right, because
question.
like if I think back to like past artists and I'm doing an all time list, obviously it's gonna be hard to like. They're not even gonna be close. But like yeah, top 5 artists. Like obviously, there's artists that don't really make music anymore, like they should. Like Lil Wayne, I'm obviously not listening to
I
him.
knew that's where we were going.
Right. Like he's not in my top 5 listens right now unless he's on somebody's feature.
But like the song, the people you listen to most daily, you wake up like I'm about to put this on. Like
Yeah.
right now, that's tough. But Lil Baby's definitely up there. And
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby's on every album, so it's great.
Yeah, he might be number 1 already.
If your album doesn't have Lil Baby on it right now, it's probably not a good album.
Bro, like I said earlier, off camera, Nicki Minaj about to
Yeah,
drop
Nicki.
another single with Lil Baby,
Really,
back to back.
I didn't see that.
That's crazy.
That's dope. That's how big. And Nicki's like one of the biggest. So you see who she reaching out to. You need a hit. That's like the old Ludacris. Whenever people needed a hit, they used to always call Ludacris. Now people all call him Lil Baby. Like,
Huh?
hey, that's the go-to. You need to sell some songs, put Lil Baby on it. I wonder what his feature price is right now.
I know, right?
Got to be sky high.
Like it's him and Lil Durk too
Facts.
for sure.
And
On
they
all the
were on
features.
their friends. That's what's wild.
But why-
Yeah, Lil
why-
Durk is definitely bro. He's
Yeah,
stepping up.
that's what I was telling Trav. I was like, Lil Durk is close to that top 5 for me. He was like, bro, don't tell Kev that because he'll,
Be too happy.
bro, because he's been going crazy. There's no denying Lil Durk. Boy,
Yeah, you know, I've been riding for the Lil Durk. Since
While
the
we're
Mount Rushmore.
while we're talking about features though, got to bring up someone else.
Cold World.
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah.
Cold fucking
yeah,
world.
when we were talking about Lil Baby, I had J. Cole in my mind because he been going crazy on the features.
Crazy. And he just dropped an album too, so he's been pretty like active with his music.
I love to see that he don't just
And he
drop
did
and
Nardwuar?
disappear. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Nardwuar was dope. It's dope to see Cole here and in our face. Because it'd be easily, because he's been that rapper before where he's like not been active. So like,
Right. Like we better enjoy him while he's
Right.
dropping this.
right, we've seen him be.
Because he could definitely pull a Kendrick out of nowhere.
Well, because there was also a point in time too where he really was just like, nah, I'm gonna make my own music. Like,
not
I'm
work with nobody.
Yeah, and then he realized
It's gonna be all about me.
Dropped
And he
the album with
realized.
no features.
And it was fire.
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 And went platinum.
And he
was
created
singing
a
on
new
it. He was like,
person.
I don't need no singer. I'm gonna sing it myself. He was
exactly.
trying. It sounded
What
what,
was
it
the-
needed
what
to
was
sound
the
like.
name
I'll
that he
just say
created?
that.
Kill Edward.
Kill Edward. That's what it was. I had it on the tip of my
People
tongue.
was like, who's Edward?
Bro, that yeah, bro. You
Mm,
could tell that
I
was
know.
his
J. Cole's
crazy,
funny.
bro.
What
created
else?
his own little alter ego.
Oh damn, Justice wasn't open already. What else y'all got for the people before we get out of here on this episode 46? We touched on the Rihanna and the ASAP. Touched on the Joe, both of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of Lil Durk, he said he's gonna drop the same day as Jay. So if
Seen
Ye
that.
really drops, what if Ye don't drop? You think he's still gonna drop? Because
Yeah.
Jay said he dropping 2.
Yeah, I think Dirk's gonna drop regardless, but I don't know if Kanye gonna drop. Kanye is pushback king. He always pushes
Yeah.
his stuff back.
He fucking on you, bro.
every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Kanye
That's why I
dropped
said
2
that.
years from now. I'm gonna be like, oh, Don did 2. Like, bro, you said this is coming out in 2022.
I don't know if y'all said this, but Euphoria's just got announced for a 3rd season, so they in there.
Oh yeah, that was a no brainer. I've been watching that Peacemaker. That Peacemaker's pretty good too with John Cena.
Definitely a lot
Oh, I
better.
gotta
I had to
watch that.
rewatch it a couple times, and then I finally got into
Once you started
it.
paying attention,
Yeah,
like,
and I'm
okay.
like, okay. And it's low key pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty funny.
It has its moments.
One thing, a little tidbit I say, I hope something crazy happens with the trade
Yeah,
deadline.
Trade deadline's coming up soon.
Oh, I heard the All-Star game's coming up too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's after
February.
this week, right?
Nice.
I think I'm pretty sure
It's
it's after this week.
Team LeBron and Team Durant.
Yeah,
Maybe next
They're
week.
selecting Thursday,
yeah,
tomorrow. That's tomorrow, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then real quick for music, Rowdy Rebel said his album's done and he's excited to drop it. I'm excited to listen.
Yeah, that'd be dope to get some.
Even though I always hear him and I'm like, oh, A$AP Ferg, and then it's like,
I know,
it's
low
Rowdy
key.
Rebel. I'm like, oh, that's Rowdy Rebel.
It'd be dope. That'd be his first like project, I think, since he's been out. But it'd be dope to hear some.
What the hell?
What were you just playing?
I know.
Hey, that's
we gotta hook it up. We gotta let the people hear.
Have y'all heard that Rod Wave song, Cold December?
Nah,
And it says Denver, Colorado.
nah.
This was like rapping about Denver, Colorado.
I bet. I would too.
It's crazy. Listen to it. It's called Cold December. That's the last thing I got. My
Nigga
bad.
was probably out here during the cold December.
For real, it's crazy. Just listen to it.
Did we talk about Roddy Rich
We didn't.
before?
Nah, we
left?
definitely didn't.
Before
I mean,
we left.
before the hiatus.
Wait, what happened?
Nah,
It's
we
the
didn't. I
album.
don't
He
think
dropped
we
the
did.
album. How do y'all feel about that Roddy Rich album?
It's
What's it called? Where is it? Oh, Live Life Fast, Roddy.
Oh,
Ricch.
Live Life. Yep. It was cool.
18 songs.
He got a good voice. I like listening to his voice. Pause. Normal.
No, like, he has like an aesthetically pleasing voice for sure, and I feel like he knows how to write a beat for sure.
Pause.
Hella pause. I was about to say that, but
it was for me. I wasn't that high on it, to be quite honest with you. I don't know if it's because the last album was so great and all of his other projects before. I felt like this one where he kind of plateaued a little bit for me.
right.
Um,
I feel like the second album's always tough,
I feel like he just dropped something to drop it.
especially when your
Like,
first
let's-
album's so
let's get
fire.
this year out the way. He's gonna drop something
Well,
again
also-
this year.
I think so too.
but it's hard to be like one of the last people dropping in the physical
In the
year.
year,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Right. I think he just dropped it just to drop it. Like, here's the last
And,
album.
and he had to know that too, so you might be right. Pusha T dropped a single. I'm excited for some new Pusha T
I
music.
know. That's crazy.
that would be dope.
Told y'all my
Sure.
story how I listened to it. I saw a post. It was like Pusha T dropping Diet Coke at midnight, and he had a picture of Kanye. I was like, oh yeah, Kanye's on it. I'm definitely listening to it. And then like at midnight, I was looking for it. It wasn't on like the front page or anything. I guess I was too early, so I was like, hey Siri, play Diet Coke by Pusha T, and it definitely started playing it.
This nigga triggered
This
all
fool
the
is
series.
breaking things over here.
Technology's taking over,
No, that's not okay.
Nah, why is my MacBook listening to
I
you?
bro. Like
Y'all
what?
sound the same.
That's crazy.
Y'all
But
got
yeah,
the same
and like that, I'm out.
demeanor.
And like that, I'm gone. Yeah, that's all I had.
For sure. Well, it's been a great episode.
And we
Episode
back.
46.
Crazy.
And we back.
Same time next week. Let's see if I could fade some music in here. And like that,
We gone.
Oh, party foul.
and like that.
Yeah, well, let's try that one more time. And like that, we out of here.
We gone.
Why would it do that? This He's cold.
Maybach truck in the coupe.
Nah, low key.
Only time I'm going back and forth is for
As
the
long as he don't say no
juice. They
suspect.
still got me in court, shit crazy. Only time I let a bitch
Every
record
time I
when
look at him, I'm like,
famous.
this guy's-
But can't shit change me.
Exactly. Now, as long as I'm
Like a little baby.
He really is. He is the little baby.
and he be having his gut hang out.
No.
For real, he got the baby fat.
Baby fat.
Jury on my nightstand. After market extendo. I pray it don't jam. They say it's on site, then I guess it's on site. Then